see.
We'll find out now if it keeps echoing.
There we go, guys. So we are back. Go ahead.
Here we go, guys. So we are back.
Say something, Brett.
Here we go, guys. So we are back. Say something, Brett.
Hey guys, what's up? I think we're good.
I think we're good. I don't know what that was. Some sort of software malfunction, I guess.
Okay, fixed. Woo! Yeah, the looping was from me holding the phone up to my ear.
Yeah.
To the microphone.
Brett had his phone up too, so he could hear. He could hear if he
Yeah.
was echoing or not. That's all that was.
I think you can have the ability to have audio play into these headphones, so we could hear it at the same time. But
Now we have to fix my name.
Scott, what did I put? Scott Woods. Okay, my bad.
Sorry, man. Do you want any nicknames, Scott? Or are you good with that?
Yeah.
Some people like nicknames. It's up to you, dude.
Yeah, what do you prefer? What do you prefer, Dustin? Do you prefer I put Dustin or Fishing for Cards? Would you like the bit of people seeing Fishing for Cards? It's up to you.
His name isn't on there. I don't
changed it for you. The last break we were in when you bought in.
S Woods. Swoods.
In the
Swoods.
Okay, you got it. Just so your choice, Dustin.
You got it, dude.
I wasn't sure what you would prefer. I've always done Dust 10, but that's up to you. Let's do the Swoods.
There you go, dude. Either or, it doesn't matter.
There we go.
All right, guys. So let's get some people. Hopefully, the room will start filling in here in a little bit. Everybody will
gotta
see that
change
we're
all.
online. I know it's kind of early, but our Thursdays are earlier. Like I said, we both get up early for work tomorrow. I have to get up at 3 a.m.
Lane Wood. Oh, Dustin.
I know I was cleaning pipes all day today. I'm like, I'm down to lay some pipe.
You were cleaning, yes, pipes.
All day pipes, yep.
Men's pipes.
No, sprinkler pipes. Like big cast
Saw
iron
you-
sprinkler pipes.
Thank you. Scott Woods always. Are you kidding me? 6 Scots?
Wow, dude. The most we ever had was 4 mats at Serve Pro, and the one of them only lasted like a week. And we were back down to 3. It was Matt Bork, me, Matt Angel, and there was one other Matt that was there for like a week and he left. So we actually had 4 mats, but that's
We've
the most.
never worked somewhere where there's another Brett.
That's not a hugely common name. It's common enough, but not that common. I mean, Matt's still a really popular name. It's just always is. Bible names are always popular. The common ones, anyway. I mean, people are naming their kids Habakkuk, obviously.
I'd say
But
Scott's more popular than Brett, but not as popular as Matt.
there's certain names like people aren't using in the Bible really much, obviously.
They're
but
not using in the Bible
well, I mean,
anymore.
they're not.
Yeah, they're not using
They're
it
not
from the
naming their kids
Bible?
Malachi. You know what I mean?
They're
Obviously,
not using in the Bible.
like Luke. Luke isn't hugely popular, but
What are you talking about? Luke's a very popular name.
well, I get it's not.
Luke?
I've never known anybody named Luke ever in my life. Maybe
Well,
one.
You live in your house, so how would
Maybe
you?
one. No, work, school,
Yeah,
whatever.
Luke's an extremely Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John.
Yeah.
Those are all still very popular.
I would say
names.
Matthew.
Mark.
Mark
Matt.
is still popular. John is super popular.
Oh yeah. Matties are usually unreliable.
And Malachi is only on Children of the Corn.
That's what I thought.
Luca, yeah.
That's what I thought when he said it too.
That's true.
I mean,
Oh, gee, thanks.
Luca, I know a guy named Luca from Romania. He's from Romania.
Well, he's talking about the basketball player. That's, yeah.
Well, he's talking about my buddy from Romania.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That's what I thought too when he said Malachi. Malachi!
Isn't there Malachi? I'm thinking one from something else too. Isn't that? What was the name of that little kid sitting in the
Outlander,
tree?
we have your woman.
What was the name of that little kid in the tree playing the banjo in that movie? Scream like a pig. Wasn't he? Didn't he have some weird name like that?
I don't think he had a name.
He didn't? Oh.
Boy with banjo.
Oh. I thought he had a name. Well, if he had a name, it probably would have been Malachi. Yeah, we remember, Brett. What was the name of that?
I'll tell you.
What was the name of that movie?
Deliverance. You
Deliverance.
said it right there.
Oh, I didn't look down yet.
I tell you what.
I was thinking Stand and Deliver. That was the
You want to talk
not
about something
Deliverance.
that's done too much? Joe Gallo. Every time with you.
Yeah, well,
Deliverance is a good movie.
it is.
It actually, see, again, that movie has history. Because that church, the church that was by the water, when they really flooded all that area, and that church apparently is underwater as we speak, I believe. That area got flooded, and that church that was in the movie in the beginning.
His name in the movie
Now
supposedly was Lonnie, Brett. Lonnie.
I don't remember anyone actually saying Lonnie though. Like
It
in
says,
the movie. Like, oh hey Lonnie.
He played Lonnie, a banjo-playing teenager. Doesn't look like a teenager.
Yeah, but I don't think they.
Kind
said
of looks like Matt Borg.
He's pretty good for his age.
Yeah. Who played the noted dueling banjos with Drew Ballinger.
Yeah, I don't think in the movie. I don't remember them ever going, "Hey Lonnie."
Man, he's some creepy-looking kid,
Ugh.
man.
Well, I'm sure they made him look creepier for the movie. I would assume.
I guess. I don't know, man. I mean, he's...
But I always thought about
Maybe
like when they make a movie and they're like,
Yeah, that's a dang good
we
movie,
need
huh?
a fat person for this so we can make fun of them.
I always thought those
So-
creepy rednecks are so creepy when he's teeth missing in the middle
so when
and
they do
everything.
a movie like
Ugh.
this, and they're like, hey, we need a fat person for this scene so we can make fun of their fatness. And you think of like, do they go around and like, oh, we're casting for fat people so we can make fun of you? Like, how heartless is that kind of to be like,
No,
hey.
There's a lot of movies like that where you see things
or
and you're
like that. We need someone with a really fucked up face. Would you like the job? Because you have a really messed face. Like it's kind of weird that you're like, hey, I need you for your attributes, and it's not a good thing. Like you don't have a.
You're
hot
very
body.
small stature, and
Oh,
you're
you don't have a hot body. You have a really ugly face. I'm just saying, it's kind of weird. Like how did?
I still think I've just watching the other day Heat of the Night, at night when I go to bed, and I'm thinking how they always go down to the bottoms. We're going to the bottoms,
What's
and
that?
all the black people live down in the bottoms.
I don't know this movie.
No, the show in the Heat of the Night.
Never heard of it.
You've never heard of it?
No.
Okay.
Why are you guys
Um,
talking to us about these weird movies?
And I'm like, that's in the 90s, and I'm thinking, geez, I'm surprised they were putting that on TV like that, even in the 90s. I mean,
Okay. Hey guys, by the way, we're selling this Diamond King.
yeah, right.
Uh,
$19.99 a spot, guys. So if you want to get in on this, we'd love to break it today. I'm gonna put another tweet out and just tell people we're live. Get some spots sold. Get this thing moving.
Oh, look who's in that! Look who's in that show!
I know. He's the chief of police. It's a huge show, dude. I can't believe you've never heard of it. That was his second huge acting show.
There was some movie.
There's like 6 to 7 seasons, Brett. I can't believe you've never seen it.
There was just.
Watch it on Amazon Prime. It's
I'm
on there.
not watching movies from the 70s
not-
and 80s all the time.
It's not a movie. It's a sitcom.
Okay, you're sitting there watching these old things.
From
while
the 80s
everyone
and
else-
it's from the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, and I just said most of us are watching HBO new shows.
Okay, well, most of the good shows are old shows, not new shows. All right, let's see. Chun 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 chun.
My buddy just said when you do Twitter.
What?
He said if you throw something on Twitter, hashtag these. Apparently, that's a big popular one.
Which one?
Both.
Well, I have
Those are
to.
two very popular ones, I guess. To get
Well,
out
I'd have to
on.
see it. I mean, I can't see that when I'm doing it from your
We
phone.
threw one out anyways. I'm just saying.
He did or we did?
We did a while ago. I'm not gonna throw
Oh.
another out yet.
Oh, I was gonna put one out. It says the last time you put one out was 6 hours ago, Brett, not an hour ago. I thought you said you put one out an hour ago.
Took me a little bit, but the boy on Deliverance was named Lonnie.
Yeah, that's what I said. I looked it up. It was Lonnie. Yeah,
Thank you, Texas Breaks.
I couldn't. I didn't think. Ah, thanks, man. Really appreciate that, dude.
Okay, let me add you in there.
Yeah, he'll add you into both of the breaks. We really appreciate it. Spell it right, dude.
Texas Beaks.
So we are down into 19 now on the first off the line, and he's gonna run over to the Bonanza real quick and bring that one down a spot. Like I said, this Bonanza is a real good break too, guys. a really good price for what it is. We were able to get these boxes before they went ridiculously up in price, so we were able to keep the spots down on price on the Bonanza as well. But yeah, I'm gonna throw. It says the last time you threw a tweet out was 6 hours ago. I thought you did it earlier, but let me throw something up real quick. Unless you want to do it. Did you want to do it or?
Text, we threw one out. What happened to the other one? I could have swore there was two that came out.
Oh, speaking of the Meadows, yeah, Jay, I was just looking for the Meadows, and I'm like, I got it obviously like a week ago, maybe a little more.
Hey, what's up, All Rise?
And I was like, just told Brett, I'm like, where is my Meadows card, dude? You know, to trade with you. And I was looking through my cards here, and I'm like, oh, I think it's at my house. This whole time I've been thinking it was at Brett's, and I think it's at my house. I just think it got buried in other breaks that I got in the mail, that I got buried in piles of top loaders. So I just ordered some boxes. You know the boxes with the lids that come off, the ones you can put one touches or top loaders in. It says it holds like 100 and something top loaders or 50 one touches. I just ordered a pack of 10 online for 25 bucks on eBay because I need to clean up my living room. I have so many stacks of top loaded hits, autos, relics, and one touches. I gotta get them in boxes. I have nothing to put them in. That's why they've been sitting there. So when I go through them all, I'll get that Meadows out of there, and I'll get that picture over to you so we can work something out for that. But yeah, Brett's putting a tweet out real quick. If you want to put a tweet out, Brett, because you have those hashtags. Like I said, I can't see the chat right now, guys, if anyone's talking, because Brett's got the full screen thing up right now. Yeah, Cardboard Connection, dude. I do that one a lot.
I'm not sure. Give me a minute.
Yeah, that's the one. I do that one a lot.
No, he's talking about hashtags.
Oh, okay. So there you go. Get that out of there. How many did it say about that sports cards one in the last hour?
I didn't see.
Put your thing over it and see what it says. Are you sure that's even a thing? Because it doesn't come up with anything.
That's within the last hour type thing.
Do Dave.
I already have for the last one.
Well, I know, but we want to let them know we're alive so they don't... That's the wrong one, but...
Oh, I know. Oh, that one.
All-Star Breaks.
No, that was right.
No, that was Nitro.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, it is a buyback. Yeah, Scott. So after I got done with the eBay break that night, if you go to our website, you'll see hits. We put that as one of our top 3 hits, obviously. And afterwards, Gary from our group, we PM, and we talk a lot off of this, and he's like, I think that Guidry might have been a buyback. The reason I know is because I went onto the checklist, and I'm like, dude, Guidry isn't on the checklist. And he was like, it might be a buyback. And I'm like, the card was thin. It was thinner than the other cards. Like, I remember saying it slid right into the top loader like nothing, like butter. And I'm like, I think that might have been an original card. And then once I didn't see it on the checklist, I'm like, oh, dude, that was definitely a buyback. So that had to have been like our, in parentheses, case hit. You know what I mean?
I kept telling him, there's no case hit.
Not a case hit, but you know what I mean. That was the hashtag in parentheses, case hit. Yeah, that was really sweet. Because that's an original card, so that's really awesome. I'd have to say that was possibly the best card. I like the Chipper Jones too, though. The Chipper Jones was going for 200 and something on eBay, or at least somebody had it listed for that. But it picked up a little bit of steam, I think. I saw a really nice, oh my gosh. Gary sent me a picture of it was a redemption out of the archives The Archives retired, though, I think it was. Not this Archives, the Slabs. I think it was the Slabs. It could have been this, but it was a Ken Griffey Ichiro Redemption auto. Duel. I'm like, oh my gosh. I mean, that sold so quick on eBay. I'm like, man. But yeah, I'm glad you got it, dude. So, yeah, he got him out first thing Monday morning. He drove down. Did you say you went to the Concord one?
What?
The post office?
No.
Oh, you went to Epsom?
Yeah.
Oh, so he went down first thing in the morning. Yeah, that would be frickin' sweet, dude. It was... I'm a huge Griffey collector. I haven't got any in a while. I'd like to just get them in breaks. I don't want to cheat and buy them, obviously. Although the money I spend on breaks, I could just go and buy them.
Cheat.
Well, it is cheating. It's
Oh,
not the
cheating.
same if you go out and just buy the autos, as if you get them in a break. It's so much
Well,
more
if you're
exciting.
Oh, of course it's more exciting. I agree 100%.
Yeah, I mean, you end up spending a lot more money trying to get them in the breaks, though.
Only when you do it.
Well, in general, if you're trying to get a certain person in a break that's retired, you know what I mean? There's a lot less Griffies in a set than there is current big players, because even if he's in the set, the print run's always less, so there's always just harder to get. I recently didn't buy into a break on Facebook from Restless Craft, if you guys have ever heard of that, and I bought into someone else, and he pulled it was when they were doing Finest, and he pulled, I could have easily got it, I had to pick between two different breaks when they went live, and I picked the wrong one, because he got a one of one Ken Griffey Ichiro Alex Rodriguez autograph, a triple autograph, one of one. Think it was a redemption. Yeah, it was. And I'm like, oh, I was so pissed.
This is how bad Matt's addiction is now. He does this thing where I've said, oh, you shouldn't buy it. And he's like, well, I feel if I miss one, that's when they're going to pull the really good card. And I'm like, okay, so you're basically addicted, because it's always going to be that one more.
Seems like it. That's what happens, though. There was one weekend.
I pulled the Cornfield Pinstripe Parallel Redemption auto for Aaron Judge.
Wow, dude. Yeah,
$15.
Yeah. The
It's a deal. Give it to me.
There was that one weekend this spring when we were doing Inception and all that, where there was 3 breaks I didn't get into. 3 Griffies were pulled that weekend from 3 different products, and I didn't get in any of them. I opted out, picked the wrong ones. One of them was $1,000 Ken Griffey Dawns of Greatness from Inception. Ugh.
See, I'm different. For me, the most important cards are the cards I get in the breaks that I buy into. So for me, it's like, yeah, I PC the Astros, but for me, like, I can get Astros.
Brett PC's giving people cards away in his things.
Well, it gives people, like, I'd rather give people excitement, and you know, that's where I get my fun, is from doing these breaks with you guys. Also, like, getting into London,
I think somebody just ordered something.
Getting into Dave's.
Oh wow!
Whereas
2 things just came through.
I bought into others, but I just stopped because I didn't.
Or
find the
am I just
excitement.
seeing things?
Not like these groups of people.
Or something just came through.
I find it much more fun to buy with you guys.
An order from Victor just came through.
Thank you, Victor. We appreciate it, dude.
Thanks, dude. I thought I saw 2 come through. Or did my phone screw up? I thought I saw something else, and then it disappeared, and then...
2 more in the Diamond King.
Dun, 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 dun.
And let's see, 2 for Diamond King and 2 in the Bring on the Autos. Oh.
So that one there's $12.99, guys. So if anybody wants to get in on that too, they're all there. We also have, yep, we also have, and that has some older boxes in it too. And that we also have one, I think that's $8, Brett, or $8.99 a break, right?
What was that?
We also have a break, I think that's $8.99, $8. So there's a break there with the hometown that's $8. But this is down to 17 spots now, guys.
Thank you, Victor.
Yeah, that was weird, dude. Like some order came up on my phone and then it disappeared.
Ooh, Weston found another haul of cards. It looks like, I'm guessing, at the stores. I don't know where does he? How does he get all this product?
Some people drive. They drive, dude.
Like,
Hours and go all over the state.
we have nothing in our place. Every time I go, I look and I.
That's
I
because
never
we're
see
in New
any-
Hampshire, dude. You would think, oh, it's New Hampshire. No one looks, and they do.
Yeah, but you would think people are looking. No matter where you go, people are looking.
I think some places people just have the ins with them, and they don't even make it to the shelf.
Yeah.
Although I
Well,
went
of
one
course
day,
that happens.
I went one day a few weeks ago, and the box was there. That's the first time I've ever seen it. An empty box that the cards were in. So I know they did get a product for once. But it wasn't a huge product. I forget what it was.
Like I'm sure.
Oh, it was Series 2. It was Series 2 when it
sure
came out.
Most of these stores,
It wasn't anything
there's
crazy.
a worker at most of these stores that knows someone who's into cards.
Right. Or he just is, and
Or
he's
they
like,
are, and-
he gets a job there just so he can do that.
Maybe you need to quit Serpro and get a job at Target or Walmart. Matt.
Maybe both.
Get one at each job. Get one. Get a half a day at one and half a day at the other.
Somebody said like Big Lots or something. DC always says I think it's Big Lots that has cards sometimes. Some people he said Dollar General sometimes has cheap packs of cards. I have never seen packs of cards
I
at
doubt
Dollar
you're gonna see
General.
As much though, they're not gonna grab.
But when he does, he buys like all of them, you know,
Oh, yeah.
and they're very small packs
So
though.
Matt's gonna be quitting Serpro and getting a job at Walmart and
Yeah.
Target in town, and he's gonna get the hints for us.
Yeah.
The first thing you do on your first day of work.
Yeah, I bribe
those
them.
are-
I bribe them. $200 to whoever tells me where the.
Mr. Washington should change your mind about that.
What was that? That movie with What was that, Brett? Is that Ace Ventura where he's like he pulls out the money, or was that Dumb and Dumber? I remember he pulls them out and he's like,
Yeah, that was Dumb and Dumber.
such and such, change your mind. I don't remember. Andrew
A lot of
Jackson.
movies have done that, though, where
Wasn't it like Andrew Jackson? Have you met my friend Andrew Jackson? It was something like that.
What's your
And his friends.
our biggest grocery store? I mean, grocery store. You mean? Well, I know Shaw's.
Oh man, our grocery stores don't have cards, dude.
No, they don't
There's
have
no
cards.
way. Shaw's, which is like if you guys
Not
have
that I
like
know of.
if you guys have like Albertsons or it's
Well, we
owned
have
by the
normal
same
Shaw's
people.
in Hannaford,
Yeah, I know,
so-
but I'm just saying it's the same owners as like Albertsons and there's a few other ones because I always see it on when I play the games. It has all
Target
the
and Walmart. Target and Walmart.
yeah. We don't have any other like our grocery stores. If you've ever Hannaford Brothers or Market Basket, we don't have they don't sell cards. I don't even think they sold cards when I was a kid. They might have at the end of the aisles when I was a kid at Hannaford's. I think they did when I was a kid. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they sold Upper Deck. You don't remember, dude. You weren't even alive.
I wasn't alive.
You were like 4 when I was buying cards when I was a kid, so you don't even.
No, I
He's
wasn't.
over here shaking his head.
I wasn't alive.
I didn't even buy cards, but I'm gonna shake my
You
head.
just said I wasn't alive.
Might as well not have
What is
been.
it now?
Might as well not have been. You were 4. You weren't collecting cards anyway.
Mr. Trump, can you please get your story straight?
Whatever. I did like that video. Forests, florists. My mom wasn't watching the video.
Yeah, tell me that was
My mom wasn't watching the video. I'm like, Mom, look at the video when he says,
They have
Forest Cities, and then it said Forest Cities, Endor, in Star Wars, and that other one that was what was the other one? It was like Lord of the Rings or something. I never seen the Lord of the Rings.
They have forest cities,
And then he's like, "You gotta sweep the floors, sweep the floors."
like, first of all, the problem with wildfires.
What did he say? What did he say though? The florists, the
The
florists.
problem with wildfires in America is that we try to prevent them.
Right.
That's the problem.
They did, I will say they did cut that part though to make it look worse when they said, "Oh, this is what's going to happen to California if they don't." And then you saw it cut out, and I'm like, "Oh, they just edited that in there." And
Like
they took it out of context, that one little
Dustin
part.
put some pictures up
I will
recently.
say.
I believe Dustin put up pictures of a wildfire, and the problem is, and my knowledge is coming based off. I took a wildfire hot shot class when I was in college, and my teacher was a hot shot. He was one of the leaders of a hot shot crew.
Wow, that's awesome, dude.
Dang.
We got his we pulled his auto last week, so that might be a good auto to throw up there right about now.
But
Go ahead.
yeah, my teacher was a leader of a hot shot crew, and basically he told us he was done doing it because they're getting these mega fires, like these gigantic fires that they cannot fight. They are too big. Like they're literally, it's just like
Yeah, well, there's a show on Netflix. It's like an hour and a half or something. And there's a whole season on one of them, and they're talking about that. They're like every year they're getting worse.
Yeah, because-
We had this many,
and
then the next year we have
and
this
the reason
many.
They're getting worse. I'm not saying there couldn't be.
They said there's less rain.
Well, the biggest issue that he saw when he was doing it is that it's natural for these fires are natural thing for the environment.
Right.
They come in, burn all the undergrowth up, and allow new growth, and then it takes a long time before you get a fire in that same area because everything has to regrow. But what they do is they constantly prevent them from burning the undergrowth, and then more and more undergrowth builds up until you get so much that the fire burns too hot and too strong, and you cannot stop it with like a crew. I mean, you have to let it burn itself out. So he's like, what they need to be doing is letting these fires happen. Now, my opinion, I know it's not an easy situation, is that maybe people who are living in these areas that have fires, they need to do something different and not live in a normal, maybe it's homes that are literally built against fires. I mean, like, I don't know. It's
They're
like,
everywhere, though, it seems like,
the
over
idea
there.
of, like, when you have people living in a place that floods all the time, do you keep building a normal house, or do you build a house on stilts? You live in an area that has fires all the time, do you keep building a normal house that's going to
Or do you
burn
build
up?
one on
Or
stilts?
do you build one that's made of cement and protected underground? Whatever it is, I know it's not a perfect solution, but it would be the same saying, okay, you
Same
live
thing
in
they
an
say
area that has
about-
tornadoes. Do you keep living in your trailer, or do you maybe like?
Well, it's the same thing they say about power lines. They say we never invested in like in Canada, they put all their power lines underground.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if it's winter or summer, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like here, it's like, oh, here comes the wind. Oh, we might lose power tonight. Where if it was underground, who cares what season it is? Some guy can't hit a telephone pole and knock out power, nothing.
Before we get back onto baseball, I saw a really cool video of a guy. I just looked at the buy list. I just bought 2 spots, 9 tenths. Wait, what? I just looked at the buy list. I just got 2 spots.
I only bought, not I just bought.
Are we talking about something else then? Am I confused? 3 to 4. What are we talking about? Oh wait, 3 to 4. I only bought 2 spots. Okay, let me check for you.
I don't get it.
Exactly, Texas. We're expecting. Let's post it on the. Okay, yeah. Let me look. I'm checking. I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's the problem. We expect nature to change for us, and it doesn't work that way. Nature is too strong. Yeah, let me check for you, Scott.
Oh, you have 4 there. Is that what he's saying?
I believe so, but I'm checking it to see. I got 2 here at 5:08 today. So it may have been. I may have screwed, but I don't remember. Oh, you know what? I see where I screwed up. It was Stephenwood. That's why.
Oh, so we have 2 different woods. There we go.
Just 1 wood and 1 woods.
Yep. No, I'm
I
just
just saw. You know what it is? I saw the name and I just thought it was Scott.
right.
So I just changed it to.
There we go.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that, dude. I would have given your cards, his cards away to you.
So there we go.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, we also have it's funny, we also have a Sandman, a Sanders, 2 different Sanders, and they're not related, and I thought that one was the son of the other one.
He's like, that must be his son. I'm like, Jesus, man. Yes, dad and son are
Thanks,
on here.
man. The point
Yeah,
is,
I
we as
appreciate
humans
that,
have imposed
Scott.
ourselves on nature and expect it to adjust to us. Not going to happen. Right.
No, there's not another wood. There's only 1 wood. You're Woods. You've got Woods. He's Wood. So there's only 1 wood and 1 wood.
Which is funny because you originally had him as Scott Wood.
Yeah. So yeah,
I thought maybe you accidentally put him in twice, and I'm like, no, there's still 19 left.
so the only reason I mentioned this is because Matt talked about underground electric lines, but there's a guy who has a really cool channel, and he does
We can always give you a different nickname.
but he does like landscaping and anything you can think of. This guy will do for building houses and shit. And so one thing he did is he just bought a big ditch tractor. It's called a ditch witch, I believe, and it has like this really cool big wheel, and it cuts. And he actually had to cut into the ground for the electric for a house, and he actually had to go through solid rock bedstone, and he actually cut right through it. It was so cool. It was so crazy to see this perfectly dug through solid rock, and it looked like you just poured cement, and there was like literally like a right angle cut through the rock in the ground. So you just see this perfect ditch, and it's all like dirt and everything, and all of a sudden it switches to solid rock. So he literally ground his way through an actual like gigantic boulder underground, and it was the coolest thing I've ever seen. Like, it was a perfectly they cleaned it up and vacuumed it out and everything, so it was a perfect like cut through solid rock. It was crazy.
Cool. Cool story, dude.
I thought it was. You had to see it to understand. It was just that amazing. Really was one of the most amazing things I've seen. This guy does all different things you can think of. Cutting through the ground for that. Anything. Hey, what's up, Victor? Dude, long time no see.
Hey, what's up, dude?
We appreciate it, Victor. Thanks for the buys.
Yeah, we're looking forward to breaking this. Hopefully we can sell it out tonight. This is the one I've been looking forward to. I'm looking forward to all of them, really, but looking forward to the Bonanza. I want to see the Hometown Heroes because we've never done that before. It's an older product that I'm just really looking forward to. And
No, this product, these are good-looking cards.
Victor the Man
These
Veras.
are definitely good-looking cards. I liked them a lot better than the 2020.
Yeah, these are going to be a nice card. I'm putting out another tweet to some other people. I'm just trying to get some people in here
The
to
only thing I didn't like is
pick up
the
some
learning
spots.
curve to understand who goes to what team for the older cards.
Do 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 do
That
do.
was the only downside,
I'm sending Gary out.
having to learn all that.
I mean, I'm sure he knows we're live, but
I mean, I don't know, guys. If I lived out west, where I knew there were a lot of fires, I understand I don't have a lot of money, but I would totally be like, I got to build a house that will not have issues with fires. Or I couldn't imagine living like Tornado Alley in a trailer. I couldn't even imagine. That would scare the crap out of me. Any players you guys PC? Maybe I can see if I have some trades.
see if I got any Derricks. Let's see.
And again, excuse me, guys. Just a reminder, next week we will have some Gold Label and hopefully Stadium Club up next week as well.
Yeah, it just depends when it gets shipped out, guys.
And if we
It'll
have,
go out on the website probably anyway,
It's gonna
but
be
it might
on-
not be on
yeah.
eBay next week.
we're going to definitely have product on eBay as well as product. We'll be putting some breaks up on our website. And my
Oh, that's
plan-
true. Gold Label has to go up like Sunday, by Sunday, doesn't it?
No.
Yeah, because we're doing it Friday.
Just doing the math. You're right. Yeah,
Yeah.
Sunday for that one. What do we know is going to be in? So, but we
And Saturday. So we'll have to do it Sunday and Monday. Well, we can set them both up for Sunday, but yeah.
But yeah, guys, we have product that's going to be going on eBay, but as well as the website. I'm making sure we have some of that stuff on the website.
Yep,
We
so
will- we
what'll
will
be
have
cool
some
about it, guys, is...
PYTs and randoms.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We're going to do PYT for sure, and we'll see what's left for randoms. But I definitely want to at least get it up there, because I think if it sells good on eBay, we'll do the PYT on the website, and we might not have any left for the random. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, what are Italy's natural disasters? Do they have a bunch of any sort besides volcanoes exploding?
And COVID.
Yeah, America's.
I know, but Italy was getting hit hard, remember?
No, I know, but America's decided to show off and be worse
Oh, yeah.
with us being. There's
This
a really
is
good
true.
TikTok video I saw of that was like making fun of America because we were just like not taking it seriously, and then too much wine and pasta lol.
I could send
My
this.
grandfather told me again. He told me
Let
about
me see.
that. He when he was there, he said it was just amazing, and that's one place I would love to visit. Just one place I would love to visit. I have, what is it called? The guy who does there's a guy who does on PBS. He does traveling videos. What's his
Oh,
name?
shoot.
Rick Steves. Rick Steves. Oh,
Sounds
yeah,
interesting.
Rick Steves, and he does like Europe. He does all of Europe. I know he's done America, and he does like it's on PBS. It's slowly become more and more these days. Yeah. Ugh. He does. I remember when I like bought his whole thing of DVDs, and I barely used them. I love it though. It's such a good show to watch. Nothing like eating some pasta, some bread. I just found today a bakery in town that does like fresh baked bread, like real good bread. I got a French baguette today and had some, and it was so good. Got some sourdough bread and some French baguette. I heard that. I mean, I know a guy who's in.
That's what I said. See, pandemic is slowly becoming more and more these days.
I know someone who is in Europe right now, over in Paris, and that's a thing though. In Paris, I didn't realize this was a thing. You literally go buy a baguette and then you just eat the baguette. Oh, nice, dude. Oh, I could go for some wine. Yeah, apparently it's a thing literally in Paris where you buy a baguette and you just chew on the baguette. People just nothing. You don't put anything on it. You just sit there and it's in the bag and you chew on it. That's what they do apparently. I've done it too, like I did today, but yeah, they don't put anything. You just eat from. It's that good apparently.
I used to do that when I was a kid with regular bread. I'd squish it into a ball really tight and then eat it.
I would squish it, but with butter.
I used to squeeze it. My mom was, "You're weird." I'm like, squeeze it and then eat it.
Yeah, wine can easily give me a headache. I need to eat it with food.
Yeah,
And
we had a few weeks ago, candy.
it makes it sound like candy. Chianti. 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 It's not Chianti. Oh, I don't think it's Chianti. Is it Chianti? Is it? I thought it was Chianti, not Chianti. Not like auntie.
He says, I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. I'll have to do it for everyone.
Oh, double hits the DOD. Ooh.
I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
We're gonna look it up real quick. Yeah, that's the thing. It's all the sulfites. All your sulfites in the wine.
The census taker once tried to test me. I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Oh, it is Chianti. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I like a good wine. I like my red wine. I like my red wine cold. I know you're supposed to have it warmed up. I don't like it warm or room temp. Gotta have it cold. Yeah, we definitely appreciate it. What you're doing over there, Victor. Make sure those jets can shoot down what they need to, dude. He said it that way. It doesn't mean it said that way, technically. It could be, well. No, I'll say it could be, but it doesn't mean just because... I mean, you taught me to say Louise Robert, and then I've heard people say Louis Robert.
Yeah, like your buddy there.
And I've heard people say Louis Robert, and I'm like, Matt told me it was a Louise Robert.
Well, that's how I heard it said.
Just like, what's the Hispanic name you guys always say? And I'm like, Jesus, you're butchering it.
Couldn't tell you.
Oh, Guzman. Oh, it's Guzman. What are we going down to 7-Eleven and getting a big gulp?
What's that doing with anything?
Glug? Guzman? I don't know. It just sounds so...
Didn't even make any sense, dude.
Guzman.
I'm talking about Armando, dude.
Never had
That's his last
fava.
name.
Never had fava beans. Jesus, I'm George. He probably... I may be delayed that much for that. Oh, Jesus of Jorge.
Yeah, Jorge.
Jesus of George.
Jesus of Jorge.
No, he's saying.
We're at a Catholic school today cleaning, and so the one guy, Brett, the lady's like, oh, so one of the kids that was in my class was like, oh, that big Jesus that's hanging on the cross on the wall in the old Covenant room where the nuns used to live. He said it really creeps me out. The whole class is like staring at me.
They lived in one room.
That was their area. No, the Covenant. She said the Covenant. What is that? Where they live, right?
I don't. Well, I'm sure it's the whole building. They
Right,
live
but
in
that
one-
was their covenant, I guess, in the old days. No, that whole building probably.
Oh no.
Just now it's part of the
There's-
school, right?
Well, there's a building. Oh,
Yeah,
you
we went to
you're
the
right.
other building.
You went to the other building. That used to be where the nuns lived.
Yes, okay. But that was where they prayed and everything. We were in there. And he goes, it freaked him out. So what does Nick say? Nick goes in there and goes, "Oh God, look at that thing!" Like, and he goes, "Oh, I used to go to Sunday school here." Supposedly.
Well, what was it? Oh,
Hey, that's as bad as me when I went to that job and we were taking the walls out at that what is that, synagogue, whatever it is.
what is
And
that place? It's called the synagogue.
no, I think that's what it was. And we're
I know-
taking the
I know
walls
it's
out.
there.
We're taking the where is it?
There was a job I remember doing at a synagogue, and we were taking off mold. You guys were at the job. In the
I was
kitchen.
with Joe. Oh,
I
yeah.
remember that.
Yep.
That synagogue.
What did you go there for?
James? I was with James, and we went over there for something, and he was using.
He
the,
tested the MMR when he first
yeah,
bought it.
that's what it was. The
Okay.
MMR, that day.
Okay.
I was with him when he.
So we had to take some wall out.
Louise Robert. I heard it was Louise
Robert.
Robert.
Right. So Robert. Close.
Two different ways.
So I'm pulling the wall out. So I was with Joe Moody. That was when I got ticked because Joe Moody's like, "No, go do it this way." No. Yeah, one of those know-it-all guys who you can't show him anything. He knows everything about everything. So anyway, I took the walls out, and behind the wall there was nails from the siding sticking in, but you couldn't see it because there was insulation. So I pulled the insulation, but when I reached in to grab the insulation, my knuckles went into the nails. So I go, "You effing Jew!" And I just happened to say that. I know, I happened to say that because I hit my hand, and Joe goes, "Dude, we're at a Jewish,"
We're at a Jewish place,
whatever it was, yeah.
a synagogue.
Yeah, and I go, "Holy moly, dude." It was just my reaction when I hit my
Well-
hand, dude. It was just my reaction.
If you were in a mosque, would you go, "You're in a Muslim place"? No, a mosque.
Anyway, that job, man. No, I think pipes froze in the ceiling or something. Something like that. I don't know. No, it was warm out, so I don't know what happened, but
I've actually always wanted to go to a synagogue and see what it's like in ceremony, so to speak. I don't know what you would call it.
we used to go to those.
Not a mass.
When I went to that
assuming.
camp or whatever, they had the tabernacle. I always thought that was a funny name. Tabernacle. All right, guys. What are we
I
buying?
thought it was so cool when I got to have wine for the first time in church. Like, oh, I got wine! And it's
I do kind of remember doing that too. We did it in
a red announcer that said a homophobic. Yeah, we were talking about it in the break the night it happened or the time it happened. I was talking about it. I'm like, guys,
Yeah.
here's some sports news for you, and it's like,
I left my water in the other room.
guy, you
Oh.
could, I mean, you're in modern day society here. You cannot say stuff like that and get away with it, dummy. You can't get away with stuff nowadays, guys. You got to use common sense. Like, if there's one thing I've learned from seeing enough reporters on the news and they think they're off the air, you're in front of that camera. Don't matter if you think it's off. Keep your mouth shut. Just be safe and keep your mouth shut. That's why when
Bring
Matt,
home the paychecks.
like when Matt and I are done with a break, I always make sure I tell Matt, shut your mouth, because he's gonna say something, and I'm like,
Yeah, nothing bad.
oh, nothing bad, but I'm just saying in general, like, if something went on in the
You made it
break-
sound like I wait till it goes off so we can say something bad.
Well, no, I'm saying, well, the one time you freaked
No,
out
it's
at
just
me,
in general because we were having issues with the internet.
so
The
that's
internet
what I'm
wasn't
saying.
working
I
right.
Just make sure, Matt, before you have anything to say about what could have happened. in the
And I was
break,
like, "The fucking
whatever
internet, you
it
just
is,
press brightness, I'm in the internet."
keep
I
your mouth
remember
shut.
that. I was upset because the internet wasn't working
So,
right.
guys, 17 spots left.
That was when we first started and we didn't have our new internet yet.
17 spots left. So we sold a couple. We were at, I believe, 23. So we've definitely sold 5, guys. So it's a nice start, but we need to get a homer on this.
Yeah, we'd love to break
No.
this. We'd love to break this, guys. We'd love to break this tonight.
And then we'll be on Sunday at 8, guys. Guys.
Yeah, we'll be on Sunday at 8.
Did you send that money over for Stadium Club yet?
No. Figured we'd do it after. It doesn't really matter at this point. They already sent us the invoice, so we can pay it whenever now. I mean, pay it today. But
Not if you want to get it sent out.
no, I mean, pay it today.
So I recently, like, I do a lot of YouTube stuff, just looking at YouTube videos, and I came across Matt Stoney again. Matty Stone.
I'm telling you right now that Skylar girl eats more than anybody.
I don't
She
know.
would blow him out of the water.
Well, I found some old videos of his, and I'm like, oh, okay.
I forget her name.
And
Something
one of them was,
Skylar.
like, the fastest. I know what I looked it up because I had dinner at my parents this week, and we did Longhorn, but my mom was picking it up. So I said, I'll get this order, and I did the order from San Andreas. I'll have a number 6, a number 6 with cheese, a 42. The big long order he does, and Matt Stoney did a
She blew him
special
out of
on
the
it to
water.
find out what it was. But I came across like him doing like the the Happy Meal challenge.
She already beat him with the Big Mac challenge. She already beat him with that. She went on. You know how we did the Big Mac challenge not too long ago? She went on and beat him, and then she had another one just because.
People were saying, well, a lot of people said lately that Matt Stoney hasn't been. He was faster eater back in the day. That he slowed down a little and stuff.
Yeah,
with
because he's getting
age.
older or whatever. But I'll tell you, no, she literally, I don't know how she's like inhuman. She'll eat, and as she's eating, she's like this. I wouldn't even say she's 100 pounds. She's so small, and it looks like she's like 8 months pregnant when she's done eating. It's huge. She ate like 30 pounds of beans, dude.
I don't know
It was
I don't
insane.
know what the allure to be a competitive eater would be like. I mean, you gotta feel like crap after all.
You should have seen. And she eats the weirdest things. She eats the weirdest things. Like the other day, she's like, I'm going to eat 10 pounds of cream cheese. So 2 big blocks of cream cheese.
That doesn't sound like
She ate, and then she ate like a whole box of Cheese Whiz. It was like this tower, and she's like, and it was just, I fast forwarded that one because it just was
I
like,
just saw the
okay.
watching went from 5 to 6. You either like what we're talking about, or you're about to be like, "Yep, I'm all set." Bye."
No, they literally, and
In
then
case
some.
you're someone new and we don't know, we do have this first off the line Diamond Kings 3 boxes of 2019, 2 first off the line and 1 regular box, hobby box. 17 spots left. And this product is great product. We've done it before with a 2020 Diamond King first off the line.
And 2019 mixed together.
Yeah, I'm already saying. And we found 2019 to be better, much nicer at looking cards. Or if you're one of our regulars, keep listening to our weird stuff.
I'm telling you. And you know what?
That's the thing. Like he said right there, like Scott Woods is saying right there, she will die by 40 because it's still not healthy for you to do that.
Right. I mean, she's so skinny. And you just see her stomach. She did one the other day. She had like 10 tubs of Cool Whip.
See,
Cool Whip. Her stomach was like
those don't make sense to me,
huge.
like, oh, I can eat a lot of one food. I like it better when you're like, I can eat this many Happy Meal type.
Well,
things,
she does
so-
do that too. She does
No,
everything.
but I don't think
But
those
she'll
are
go,
interesting.
she'll go beat like the other people's things because
I mean,
she
I
can
like
do.
Matt Stoney did one where he ate cereal, like a gigantic bowl of cereal, and that's cool stuff. Or a giant sundae, but to be like, I'm gonna eat a tub of cream
Well,
cheese.
it's because she's stuck in the house. She can't work. She's doing all
That's
these
what she
weird
does
things.
for work.
No, she works. She has a regular job.
Yeah, but
She's
probably
not as
makes
big as them.
She doesn't
No,
make as much money.
no. She doesn't have as many followers yet.
Oh, why?
She works at a restaurant.
What's her name?
It's spelled really weird. It said Skylar, but it looks like Schuler or something like that. Let me look on my YouTube. Hold on. I'm sure there'll be something that pops up from recently. Can't think of her.
I typed in Skylar Food. So here's what we have, guys, for this Skylar girl.
Yeah, it's not her probably though.
I know.
If you
why-
typed
why
it in
isn't
wrong.
Skylar Food. I'm just saying. Food Network, Skylar Food Photography, Skylar Food and Beer, Skylar. Oh, I thought it said pornography, and I was like, okay. Yeah, watch them eat healthy food and see. But still, it's like it can't be good for your body to have that much food in it like that. All the
Let's
time.
see. Okay, Molly. Ready? And her last name is Schuyler, but it said Skylar, which is really weird. But
Ew, she looks ugly right there. Tell me.
well, you don't have to be mean about it.
I'm sorry,
Oh well, that's a bad picture, dude.
Matt. Look at her.
That's a bad
Look at
picture.
her ears.
Yeah, I know. She doesn't have as many tattoos. Doesn't have a. That's years ago. She doesn't
That's
have
a bad-looking photo.
She doesn't have as many. Yeah.
Holy, she looks like she's a skinny.
All right.
kid.
Well, go to you. Go check it out.
That's like, I like
Well, don't
her.
go to you. See,
she
she just.
looks a lot better.
Right.
No, she does look like she gets on the crack a little, dude.
Well, she doesn't.
I hate to say she does.
She does have an interesting
See,
personality,
there she
but
looks like a normal, healthy human being, and
Right.
there she looks like more.
well, that's what she looks like more like now.
Right there with the sunken face makes it look like she's in
Well-
the campground doing some meth right now.
Well, great. That's great, Brett.
See again, normal.
Brett likes
human
to.
being,
Brett likes to.
crack. Matt's taking a personal offense. This is the girl he likes.
No, I just like watching her videos. You've never even watched them, and you're already judging on it. Why are you doing a masturbating handshake over there? No, I just like watching her videos. That's all.
Eat that cream cheese.
I just think it's funny. Some of them are like,
Some of my favorites.
She had to eat a container of Vegemite. It looked so gross. She could not. The people from Australia were like, "You're supposed to put like this tiny little bit on some sort of sandwich," and she's like, it was like the hardest thing. People have never seen her like gag, and she was like, "It's black," and she was like putting a whole bunch on a sandwich and eating it, and it made me want to gag just watching it.
My favorites are when they do when they go to like restaurants and they do the all you can eat challenge.
Dude, you know the 70 or the 96 ounce steak, that big steak, the challenge that people do? She did 3. She did 3 of them.
In a row.
She said, "I'll do 3 challenges," and she ate it all. She just, her mouth is huge. She just picks up the whole steak and like 3 pieces and goes, and she eats the whole thing. And then she goes like this, dude, this is how she eats the baked potato. She goes, slam, 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 and breaks it all up and then just goes, I've never seen anybody eat so fast.
So Matt finds this hot apparently. That's
No, I just think it's
He's like,
insane.
"Oh, she can eat so much. She's so hot.
No, I just think it's...
We're here for baseball cards and we're talking about competitive eating, guys.
Well,
if you guys
gotta keep
talk,
it
we can
interesting.
Talk about something else.
gotta keep it interesting, you know?
Well, I don't know how you can enjoy it either. It's got to be like, how do you get enjoyed?
And then she's like, if you eat it for free, if you eat it all, we get it for free. Otherwise, it's like $87. And she's like, we're not paying for it.
So-
It's not just her, though, dude.
We'll catch you, Victor. Sorry we couldn't have something more stimulating. Jeez. 17 spots left, guys.
It's probably late where he is, dude. So,
I'm just saying, we know.
but no, Brett, sometimes when she goes with 2 other guys, and they all 3 of them competitive eat. So they got to give like these 3 giant meals, and then everybody eats free. It's like as the place goes bankrupt.
I prefer things like 2 guys versus endless shrimp at Red Lobster, and you know people have got to be working there going, what the heck? Like,
I was trying to look to see if she did a buffet, and it's like, oh,
you
come
gotta
on, she
wonder
must
if
have gone
they
to a
sit there and
buffet.
go, okay, I don't know. I don't remember that video. Sir, endless doesn't mean you. I remember there was a famous not a case, but a thing where like some guy would go to this fish place every week, and it's like all you can eat fried fish, and they literally told the guy leave.
Yeah, well, you know what the problem is? Like the place near me. But this is ridiculous. They say all you can eat fish fry, and me and my grandmother went. We only got 1 plate of food, okay? And they give you these tiny little pieces of fish, and then she goes, "I'm not kidding." She said she wanted another piece of fish. It took like 20 minutes. It was like the size of a Tic Tac container. I'm not even kidding. I'm not exaggerating. My grandmother went, "What is that?" And she goes, "Yeah, that is a little ridiculous." She goes, "Jeez." She goes, "It's like 1 bite." And I was like, "This is a waste." No, I'm serious, Brett. I was laughing. It was so ridiculous. It looked like they broke it off a piece of a fish and brought somebody else's leftovers out. And I'm like, no wonder why it's all you can eat, because they know you're not going to wait here all this time for your piece of fish.
Well, this place, like the guy ate, so they basically gave him like a couple more
Right?
to go. And they told
I
him,
wonder how
"Okay,
she eats
sir,
regular
you
when
can
no one's
come
looking.
back." But I mean, I did a. And
I was wondering the same thing, Scott.
I've gone to Red Lobster and I had all you can eat fries when I was a kid, like when I was a young kid. And I remember when you get refill of fries, it's like it's just endless fries. What was the refill? It was like half the regular
Right.
portion.
And it's the
They
same
don't
thing
want
with.
you to be like, oh, I can't finish this. I'll bring that.
It's
home.
same with all you can eat fish fry. They only give you a refill on the fish, not the fries. You only get more fish. So it's like, so when they bring me my fish, I always go, "All right, can you put the refill in now?"
Of course you would.
My grandmother did the same thing, because we know they take 20 minutes, and the piece of fish is this big.
But now you know they're purposely going to wait. They're not going to bring it when you still have fish out, so you know they're going to wait no matter what you do because you have fish on.
Yeah,
your
well, that place is pathetic. I've been to a million places that have all you can eat, and that place is the
I've
worst.
only gone to Red Robin like 2 times in my life. What is the endless fry? What's it like? When
You
you
can
get
buy
endless
Red Robin
fries?
steak fries at Shaw's, frozen. They have Red Robin
not
steak
gonna
fries.
taste the same.
They're not that different, dude. You bake them, you deep fry them, they're going to taste the same.
Baking is not going to be the same.
If you deep fry them, be the same.
Like what's it? Have you ever gotten more fries? And
I have heard of that, but
do
we
they
don't
give
have
you less?
we don't have Red Robin here, so.
Do they give you less or no, or how do they play that game? I've gone to the.
They come out right away.
I remember they come out right away. Because I know I've gone to also.
But they're French fries, dude.
TGF Fridays had endless apps or something, some weird endless app, and I remember my friends got really ticked and wouldn't go anymore because they gave her like, do you really need that? They said something like, do you really need that? Like a fat comment to one of my friends, to his wife. They said a comment like, do you really need that? Something, and he got pissed. They ended up apologizing and all that shit and gave him free money or something.
Free money?
Well, yeah.
Oh, free money. Well, that's cool.
Well, they gave him
I hope they didn't charge him for the money they gave him.
I don't know how they did it, but.
Were they like, if you give us $10, we'll give you $10?
Do you really need that? Like, are you? I think they did like a.
What did I say, Brett? What do I always say about potatoes? Oh, they're cheap. What I usually say about potatoes? Remember? Where did they eat them? What did I always say? And you made fun of me in Ireland. Remember? I said, "Oh, French fries are cheap. They ate them in the famine." Remember?
I know, Matt was like, "Oh, French fries are cheap. They ate them during the famine in Ireland." And it's like, the famine was the potato, you dummy. Burgers are. I mean, I think I know. I've gone to not Red Robin, but there was a different place I remember really good. I mean, Matt and I's burgers last week were really amazing. Just saying again.
Where?
Our burgers you and I made.
Oh yeah. Gary thought we got them from A&W.
The root beer place.
They have restaurants.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. That's where we thought we got them.
So guys, now we're down to 6. Let's get this thing sold.
Now we're down to 6.
6 people watching.
Oh, I thought you said 6 spots. I'm like,
Best
what?
fries are from Five Guys. I agree with you. I think they have great.
Yeah, we
fries.
do have 5 guys.
Guys, let's get this thing sold. 17 spots.
I do like how they do it. They
It's
put some in the.
6:10 now. So, what are you thinking, Matt?
I don't know. Just try to keep selling some spots for a bit.
If it doesn't move too much in the future, obviously. I mean, I'm not saying we're gonna get off. We want to sell this thing. We want to do this. Matt's here for a reason.
Well, duh. Oh, you're right. Yeah, Weston. Holy moly.
What? Yeah, Weston found a lot of cards. I don't know how he does it. He must have an in.
Yep.
Weston, you must be keeping them all for yourself.
Oh, I don't know if he does. I would assume so, but I don't know. Maybe
I
they
don't
sell
know.
a couple.
I would too.
They probably sell a couple to pay off all of them, and then they keep the rest. You get what I'm saying? Like, they buy these for $20 a piece, they sell them for $70, so that's how much they're worth. So if you buy this at Walmart for $20 a piece, and they're worth $70 on eBay, you sell 2 of them, and it pays for all of them, and then you just keep the rest.
I think you meant Walmart sells them to make their money.
No.
I'm like, Walmart probably paid pennies for it, you know?
I just don't know where they keep getting them to restock
My
them. I
understanding
don't get
with
it.
Some of the, like even Amazon, some of these big places, I mean, they only mark their product up a couple pennies with the idea that they sell so much product,
Right.
it adds up anyways. That's why
crazy.
they can offer you such cheap prices on stuff.
I did put out a tweet a little while ago, and I tweeted, like, I added hashtags for, like, people that we haven't seen in a bit, like Mako Mark and stuff. Which is what I did the other day, too. I haven't seen him in a while. He hasn't stopped by in a little bit.
Also, if you guys do, I mean, my buddy sent out, who's helping us with marketing, he actually sent some emails out with the reviews. So if you guys got one and you don't mind reviewing on Google, we appreciated it. We're actually registering. We're still only like, he's like, so you guys are doing better. We're in like 50th place on the page-wise. When you type in like sports cards and stuff, we show up like, or card breaks, we still show up like 50th in the thing of it.
Yeah, and there's like 5,000 breakers, so.
But we're definitely doing better than some others is the idea, and we're slowly moving our way up. Slowly getting there with the work he's doing.
Yeah, you know, we're only going to get so high until, you know, for so long, because obviously we're not breaking 17,000 cases of cards like the big breakers.
Doesn't matter how much you do.
Oh.
Doesn't matter what your website has on it and stuff and all that.
Oh.
Doesn't matter how much you do, it's what you do.
Is that chalk up there?
Nope.
On the top? Oh. Oh, that's that liquid stuff. For an erase board or
So
something.
guys, let's get this thing sold out. 17 spots. Give me 1 second, guys.
Somebody's at Brett's door. Hold on, guys. Brett runs Brett's like the manager at this campground. It's like a year-round campground, and he has like he lives in the office. Anyway, somebody was just coming to ask a question. Who was that? Didn't know where to go. Oh, what about it?
Just looking for a package.
Oh.
let's see, what did he say? Card collectors like Topps products the best because Panini isn't. I know, and I don't know where we were coming from that, but yeah, we know we.
Yeah, I know. We do a lot of Topps products, but occasionally we like to throw in a few Paninis. Where we do the higher end Paninis, like this one right here. We did Absolute, which was a higher end
That's why
Panini
we
product.
have the Topps Bonanza because Matt and I were talking about it, and there are a couple of people outright saying, and I know there's been issues too where people are talking a lot about Panini issues with getting your redemptions, and so we understand. That's why we do try to have as much Topps as we can. But Topps is expensive.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter if we pre-order stuff. It doesn't matter what it is, but
Well, no, we got to make up some.
but there
cheaper
is some
prices.
nice and there is people that like Panini, and there is some nice Panini products
So-
out there.
No, that's why we have the Topps Bonanza because of that. We have the
Right.
gold label.
We try not
because
to put them together when we can't. That way we can keep them separate, so that way people can buy into Topps or Panini. And I think on our website right now.
of that. Like right now, we try to find some cheap product to come out. You can't find anything cheap with Topps right now. It's so expensive. So that's why we have Hometown and the
Yeah, because
other
it's
brand.
good product. That's just a little bit older, but it still has good stuff in it, and we just trying to
I mean, if we
trying to
can
have
get Topps-
affordable breaks for everyone.
Yeah, the Topps is just hard to find because there's not much product left at Blowout, Steel City, all those places. It's hard to find good stuff right now. It's such a pain.
Well, it's hard. It's not hard to find good stuff. It's hard to find
Well,
good
no,
stuff
it's
cheap.
good to find it for the price that would people would want to buy in.
Unless you're a dealer and you can get stuff really cheap, it's hard to, get stuff and then be able to make a tiny profit and still be able to give it a good price when we're, getting it out there. But we do find the deals and we bring them to you. So we scavenge the internet. Brett knows.
Well, we used to
Brett
get
knows.
around-
Brett's always saying, "You're just that's all you talk about is baseball cards. That's all you talk about is cards."
we
Because
used
I'm
to-
on there always
we-
searching.
We found we used to buy cards from what? Walmart? Is that a
Oh,
secret?
Walmart. Oh yeah,
That's
Walmart.
like sitting there waving at me. Like Walmart.
I
yes.
didn't know what you were gonna say.
So we got card from Walmart. We got Optic. When Optic 2019, we got a bunch of it from Walmart, really cheap. Walmart was cheaper than
Oh, the mega boxes, yeah.
Walmart was cheaper than a lot of Blowout could be, or Steel City and stuff. It was amazing, but they're dried up now. I mean, they are completely dried up. I mean, Matt
Yeah,
used to
there's
be like,
nothing.
"Look, you can get them from Walmart," and I said, "Walmart? Don't
Yeah,
be-"
what's different? How come they have them there? And I'm like, nothing's different. They just have them.
Matt would find really
Well, everybody probably figured it out, and
well, no, the market's drying up.
no, but I mean, obviously people figured it out and bought out the stock, or they'd still have them.
Yeah, but I think it was just all the stocks getting.
Yeah, we saw a guy that did that. We saw a guy that did that before. We never really thought about doing it. I mean, I have a lot of cards, so it's something I could do.
There's a lot.
Do you
more-
mean mystery packs like ones that we make, or mystery packs as in we take different products and put them in a break together, so it's a mystery? Well, you can do that too, where you take packs from all different series,
Oh yeah, I mean,
and then it's a mystery of what you get.
Don't
If
think
you
you
buy
can
into
do
a
that.
spot and you get pack 1, the next guy gets pack 2. I'm assuming it's the first part though, is where we make our own packs, but yeah, you make them.
yeah. Well, there's a lot of things we're learning. Like Matt and I never thought of division breaks in the past until we saw Lunch or OMG or one of them. We're like, oh, we never really think when we're
Yeah.
buying product how we can break it up differently. So we've been doing that a lot more, where we really think about how could we break up product into a different way that would make
Right, and every product's different. Some things you
Yeah.
can break up differently. Like if you get stars and stripes, you really have to do it differently because of the way it is. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
just
Matt
there's
and I
different
were looking at that product, and it was like,
there's different products where if you look at it, if it's a draft product or if it's something different, you might have to break it differently depending on how many cards it has in the pack, or if it's something that doesn't have a lot of cards in the box. You know what I mean? But at the same time, if it's say a box that has not a lot of cards but a lot of hits, I mean, I would think people would know. You might not get anything because you're buying into an expensive break to try to get a big hit, but some people still want to get some cards out of it, so it's sometimes good to just throw in a couple of boxes of something cheap so they at least get something, And then usually, guys, like I said, on Mondays, Brett does, if you weren't here Monday, Brett does his, you did do games on Monday.
Yep.
And you did give away one hit card.
Adelaide,
No, Albert Adsley.
Adbert. Oh yeah.
He did just.
Albert.
It was an autograph. It was we do free giveaways, and he did a few different games, and it went on for a little bit. But obviously, if you're in the break and if the break sells out, he does games. We try to do cheaper breaks on Monday to have something cheaper to sell out. Otherwise, it's almost impossible to sell something out with Brett by himself on Mondays. And then if
butcher names.
and then then there's no games, which sucks. So then game night doesn't happen. But this past week we had a $5 break going, sold it out, and did games. It was pretty sweet. Excuse me.
No, the mystery packs would be more to advertise your channel.
Right, yeah, no, it'd be more too, like, I'd probably have to use my stuff, because...
I have cards, but not a lot. I mean, even now, I go back and look at them, like, I bought into a lot of breaks. Like, wow, it sometimes you get, depends
You've given
what
away
teams
a
you
lot,
get in
too,
the
though.
randoms.
You have given away quite a bit, though.
Oh, yeah, well, I agree, but I'm also saying, like, with randoms, there's certain teams that get tons of cards, and other teams that get, like,
I think you
nothing.
might have some breaks coming in pretty quick here from lunch.
I just got some breaks today for myself.
In the mail, you mean?
hmm
Yeah.
So I got some, that's the one I just
I didn't get anything?
the Luis Robert.
I haven't got anything. Autograph?
That was the one you just saw, the patch.
I didn't see it. Oh, the one with the green patch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one. Let me see that. Want to show them that.
So I got this, it's like Spanish or something.
Yeah, check this
guys.
one out, guys. Brett got this in a break recently. You can leave it in there. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm taking off the paint so you can actually see the card.
I thought you said the paint.
Yeah, painter's tape.
Yeah, thanks, Texas. Yeah, I definitely like watching them, too. Because I'm not here Mondays either, so I'm just like you guys. Check this one out. So Brett got this one in a break. Check out this Luis Robert.
Look at the camera. Yeah, that's the distance you have to hold it for in the future, just to remind you. Why is it?
Doesn't seem that clear to me.
Put it to the right there. There you go.
That's a pretty cool one there, huh, guys?
Let me just see
It'd look better with some ink on it, but it's still pretty sweet, huh? This would look cool with a green ink autograph, dude.
my bad.
He's trying to mess with the settings.
That's what. Oh, here we go. It was like this. Okay, pull it back a little. Give me 1 second, guys. I just gotta fix it.
He's trying to mess around with his focus stuff.
It reset itself.
Why? Is he gonna do that every time?
Put it more on the left, so I can see it. The card, yeah. Put it back a little. Yeah, right there. Yeah, this just made it easier, so the camera doesn't refocus every 2 seconds. There you go.
Check that out, guys, huh? Pretty sweet looking card, huh?
That's a break I got in with Dave from All Stars. I don't know what.
I don't know. He didn't ask where you got it. He asked what's it from, Brett.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
I think it might have been from. What was that Tops one, Brett? With the prospects, the one that we never bought. The Tops. You guys know the Tops one? I can't think of it. It's the Tops one that came out a few months ago, and it has all the prospects in it. And I think there's 2 hits, 2 autos per box. It's a yellow box. I think it came from that. I'm pretty sure it came from
don't
that.
know what this is from.
Well, no, you kept saying Dave's breaking another one of those such and such. Dave's breaking another one of those such and such. Dave's breaking another one of those such and such. We hadn't got any of it. I couldn't remember what it's called, though. Dave did it a couple times. I don't remember.
They don't put on it somewhere what it would be. And this one doesn't.
Tops.
Minor league.
Pro debut, I think. Pro
Yeah,
debut.
no, it's the pro debut probably.
Yeah, pro debut, I think.
Yeah,
Tops
minor
pro
league.
debut.
Card's worth like 10 grand.
Yeah, right.
Matt.
No, the reason I like it is because it's out of like 914 or something, but you know
14 out of
3
914.
yeah, but the sweet thing about it is you know a lot of those aren't going to look as cool, the patches, you know. Some of them are just like all one color, just not as cool. That's just cool cuz it's got all the colors on one.
Matt saw
And I like green a lot. That lime green's
Matt
cool.
saw a really good card pulled in a break, and he's like, "That card's easily worth 10,000." As usual, he exaggerates. Oh my God, that card's gonna be worth like 10,000. Then Matt looks it up and he goes, "Okay, well it's 400, but it's still good." Like, yeah, it's still good. But Jesus, Matt, 10,000? Well, you're off by a little.
I was just going through some of my cards real quick that I had here. I didn't even realize I had here. Was it in this stack or? Hold on, guys. I want to show you one. These are just some that I left at Brett's house that I hadn't brought home yet. I think it's here, unless it's right here.
Luis Robert, I'm selling that for 10,000.
Hold on, guys. I want to show you this card. Tatis. I thought it was right here. Speaking of Elzalay. Speaking of Elzalay. Oh, I did. Oh, right here, guys. I forgot I got this card in a break. It's not as cool looking as Brett's, but it has ink on it. You can't see it because that thing's in the way. Your stupid thing's in the way.
To put it on the right.
I'm trying. Can't even read the name, but
You can't put it up close. Remember. Remember back. There you go.
anyway, so there's that one. I forgot I got it. It's just in a tote. Not a tote, in a green, one of those green like shopping, those fabric bags you buy to put groceries in or whatever. But I got a bunch of cool cards in this box though. You guys haven't seen some of my hits. I haven't showed them in a while. I still have some of my really sweet hits here. I got a couple Griffey autos, numbered to 2 or 3, that I got last year. Couple Griffey autos. Some nice Ricky Henderson autos. I got some really sweet ones. But
Down to 3.
But yeah, guys, I don't know if this is going to sell out today. I had high hopes. I was all excited to come over here and break this. I was hoping it was going to sell out. We will be back on again Saturday, but really wanted to break this today. If we could get some people in here, get the name moving. I don't know where Bremer used to be our hype man, dude. I sent him a tag too, Bremer, on that last tweet.
I'll be like, Matt, we've never not sold something on a Thursday. And then this is where Gary, you chime in. Matt, that's not true.
Huh?
Like, you always have to tell him, that's not true.
What's that?
You'll say, like, we've never not sold anything, and Gary always has to be like,
I don't remember never not selling anything. This is the first time in a long time. We usually have something cheap or something that sells out. I mean, what usually happens is right at the end, before we get off, you know, things will start picking up. So that's why I'm kind of dragging it out a little here. It's not that late yet, so
No, I agree.
kind of hoping that some people come in and save the day. Maybe OMG.
Thank you, Texas. We appreciate it. Retweet.
Thank you. Yeah, I just saw that pop up on my phone too. Yeah, I'm just trying to get some people in here so we can do this. I know y'all want to see what we get. I tried to put the most people with names. I'm kind of hoping more people from eBay, you know what I mean? That's the whole point of the eBay thing too, Scott, you know what I mean? Gets our name out there and gets some people in here, meet some new people, you know what I mean? And like I said, we'll have more coming up next week, so more breaks. But yeah, I did. I mean, crikey, we haven't seen him in a while. Offbeat All-Stars, he used to show up. I haven't seen him in a while. That beard guy, that other beard guy that comes in. Red Beard Breaks, yeah.
Red Beard Breaks. I think he stopped by. I mean, I understand.
Offbeat All-Stars, remember, he used to swing by. Well, no, they still swing by. It's the 5 o'clock.
OMG.
Hey, what's up, dude?
I don't have any of those cards, OMG, so I can't get paid.
It's all good, dude.
You're gonna. How do you spell his? How do you say his name?
Who? Hermanos? What are you talking about?
No, he'll know what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're just trying to sell this sucker out. We got
Very
17.
strange. Hey, you guys have this card. I know a guy who will pay you. Under the table, of course.
17 spots left, guys.
But
19.99.
friends and family, that stuff. Yeah, but how do you say that?
That Kawhi.
Kawhi?
Yeah. Kawhi Leonard. Is that who you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Kawhi Leonard.
Rabid. Kawhi Leonard.
It's Kawhi Leonard. I didn't even know what you guys are talking about when I saw that. I already knew.
He is a rabid Kawhi Leonard fan. Oh, I thought that was part of the guy's name, Rabid Kawhi Leonard.
No, Kawhi Leonard.
Okay. I'm guessing that's basketball.
So, 19.99, guys. Like I said, 17 spots left. If anybody wants to get in that's hanging out in the room, we'd love to get this thing moving. Jorge Soler.
Pronounce
Jorge Soler.
George Soler.
No, I don't think so. I think it's Soler. Jorge Soler.
No, George Soler.
No, it's not.
Obviously not, Matt. I'm purposely mispronouncing.
Yeah,
it.
I don't think you would have got it though either, Brett.
George Soler.
Jorge
Have
Soler.
you ever seen like you'll have the really funny TikToks? Or
Yeah, give us a name, guys. I'll see if I can pronounce it.
really-
Give us some strange
really
names.
Funny, really funny TikToks where black people, like there's this black guy and he'll be pronouncing food funny names in like a Walmart and he's naming things and he's saying them in a funny way, so they're really hilarious.
But yeah, we try to sell this out, guys. Let's get some more people breaking some of this stuff. OMG, you want in on this, dude?
Willie Adams. Or is it Wiley Adams?
Oh yeah, I know that one. Jermaine Marquez. That's Jermaine Marquez. I know that one, dude. You know which one I always thought was funny growing up? It's if you remember him, Tim Bayaka Batuka. I always thought that was a
What?
funny name. Tim Bayaka Batuka.
What?
Do you guys remember that name? Am I wrong on that?
Just need a few spots filled.
That's how I always heard it, Jermaine Marquez.
I'll tell you what, guys, is someone. You were
Oh.
wrong. If you guys sell this out, if someone buys the next 17 spots,
The only thing that sucks is I don't know how to say it because you can't tell me, so I don't know how I'm going to figure it
That's
out.
what I realized. They can't.
Oh,
do this.
Willie
Hey, Don Mays.
Adames. Oh.
Don Mays.
Hermaine? Really?
Herman-
I always heard Jermaine, but that
Herman?
doesn't mean I'm obviously I
Herman
heard it wrong.
Marquez. Herman Marquez. Oh, Marquez.
Huh. I didn't know that. I did not know
Herman
that.
Marquez.
Now is it Hermaine or
Herman.
Herman? Oh, I guess it's Herman because he wrote it
No,
Herman.
it's Hermaine. You would if it was
Right, right,
Hermaine,
right.
you'd write Herman.
Right, right.
Main.
Right.
Hermaine. Hermaine.
But yeah, man, just a few more, well, quite a few more spots, but we'd love to get this thing filled.
17, that's
Well, hey, any couple of spots helps, dude, because if we doesn't sell out today, it'll sell out Saturday.
Again, if you guys buy all, if someone buys all 17 spots, Matt will do something for you.
No, I won't.
Yeah, you will.
What will I do?
I can't say it.
I have no
It's
idea.
illegal.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Herman Marquez.
I always thought it's funny when people name their kids like two names that's the same name. You know what I mean?
What do you
Like the
mean?
first and last name's the same name.
Jesus.
Yeah, like
I've never seen.
yeah,
someone
like
that
in
name.
basketball, bowl, BOL, bowl.
Someone's actually named that.
Yeah, bowl.
Okay, how many other people have names like that?
Well, there's people.
Bowl. Yeah, Scott said the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, give me something else in that though.
There was a kid in my school. This isn't exactly the same name twice, but his name was Patrick Fitzpatrick. I'm like, why would you name your kid Patrick if his last name's Fitzpatrick?
Yeah,
That's
but
just
not
you're just asking for the kid to get made fun of when you name him like that.
time to smoke. Andrews,
Andrews, right? Like it's so close. You know what I mean? And I always thought it's funny with like those the names like you can do either way. Like there's certain names can be a boy or a girl.
Lol.
Like Dana.
Victor, man.
Where I know basically all, but there's Dana can be a girl's name, but mostly it's a guy, but it can be either way. There's like certain names like that. Right, Victor, right. There's another one, right.
Well, again, some parents hate their kids, or they're on drugs when they have their kids. I don't know
Isn't
what to tell you.
okay? Wait,
Kelly?
yeah, Kelly. Isn't there one that isn't George Foreman have a kid with his name?
George Foreman.
There's something. Was it George Foreman or?
George Foreman's.
It's either
kid's name
George
is
Foreman's.
Grill.
No, he's got weird names or something. Georgina, Georgette. All his kids and girls, he had to make them like George, dude. I'm not even kidding.
Ew.
Yeah, hold on. Let
I
me
know
look.
what you're talking about now, because I remember that. I don't think it was him, though. It may have been, but I remember.
Yeah, it
you
is,
told
dude.
me.
It is.
Let's talk about how crappy the George Foreman is. It's a horrible grill. I'm not afraid to say it. It's a horrible grill.
I think it works great.
I think they're horrible and they don't work.
Your dad has one at work, and I
Okay.
use it to cook. It works great. I don't think I'm gonna cook big giant.
Yeah, he has 10 kids and all the boys have the same name.
He has like 5 or 6 all called George Foreman. Yeah,
Foreman, the first, the second, the third,
yeah. He named all his sons named George. Yeah.
and Georgina for a girl.
Yep.
Oh my God, what is wrong? Talk about egotistical.
His one daughter.
Talk
Okay.
about egotistical to name your kids after yourself. You think you're so great.
Let's see. I'm just trying
Don't
to
give
look.
me that. Oh, his grandpa was named George. Okay.
I named all my sons George Edgeworth Foreman, so they would always have something in common.
That is stupid. That's egotistical.
Foreman wrote on his website, I say to them, if one of us goes up, then we all go up together. And if one of us goes down, we all go down together.
Yeah, so that's why it's stupid. What if
If
you
people-
get arrested for drugs and the rest of you all get in
He
trouble
also
too?
joked to CBN, I tell people, if you're going to get hit as many times as I've been hit by Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, Ken Norton, Evander Holyfield, you're not going to remember many names.
Okay, that I like.
Of course, calling everyone George can be a little confusing at times. So Foreman's sons have all earned nicknames. There's George Jr., George III, Monk, George IV, Big Wheel, George V, Red, and George VI, Little Joey.
What are we in a freaking
Little
gang?
Joey.
What are we in a freaking
What does Little
gang?
Joey have to do with
What are we in a
George?
freaking gang? Oh, that's little man over there.
No, not Little Man.
I'm
Little-
not saying that. I'm watching. I'm watching The Wire right
When
now.
you have
That
money,
sounds
you
like-
do stupid shit. It's like law or something. I would know.
I'm sa-
After leaving the
that's
competitive
laws or
sport
that's
behind.
like a law or something.
Let's see. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, that's funny.
What I'm saying is like that's like The Wire that I've been watching, and they all have gang names. Little man.
Oh man.
Why do they call him Little Man? Because he's big.
I don't know how old this article is. How old's this article?
But again, the George Foreman.
Oh,
grill,
this article's like last year. I think his daughter died or something.
It's a horrible grill.
It says,
I'm gonna say it.
oh no, Frida. Oh, okay.
It's
So
a
he's got.
crappy grill, people.
Okay, so no, not all of his daughters are named George, but one of them's named Georgetta.
No, Georgina.
Well, it says Georgetta right here on the website. But they're not all. One of them's Natalia, Leola, Frida.
Now you want good craftsmanship for a
But it looks like one of them
appliance?
looks
You
like
want
one of them
something
committed suicide last year because that's what this article was.
You want something good? You got to get a Ronco rotisserie cooker. Now that is magic. Set it and forget it.
Okay, Brett.
No, don't literally forget it. That's what it says in the
Well, it'll go off on
the
its own.
instructions.
It'll ding off
Yeah,
anyway.
but the instructions say no. Not literally set it and forget it. You
Because
do
people
have to pay
probably did
attention.
said something. They probably wrote into him.
Well,
You
that's-
told me to forget it.
Well, that's what
It had maggots on it the week after. You know, I just left it in there.
Well, it's probably from fires or something. Red Bull got in a class action lawsuit and had to give money to everyone.
Why? Because they said it gives you wings.
Yeah, and people were like, "Oh, it didn't give me wings," and it was like they actually settled in court over that and paid a class action lawsuit against it, and everyone could get
And the
like,
judge couldn't just say, this is obviously common sense. Just like my buddy had a
Doesn't work
fan.
that way.
Okay, when I go to his house, he has a fan from like the 1950s. And it looks like kind of that aviation style. It's a really old fan. It has a big metal blade. And the grill, the spaces between the grill are like
One
3 inches. It's 3 blades. but
You're
there's
talking about, like,
giant
you would see in a detective
giant grill. It's like a turpentine color. When you turn it on, it's just on or off. There's no low, high, none of that. It's very loud, but I love it.
big holes in the cage so you can stick
Giant holes. You could stick your whole hand in there. And you know what? People didn't sue them. You want to know why? Because if you stuck your hand in there in the 50s, then your kid, it's survival of the fittest. If your kid is dumb enough to stick his hand in there, then he shouldn't have a hand.
Thanks, OMG.
You know what I mean? Thanks, dude.
Yeah, but I would say to you, that's the why did they make
Kid
such
did-
big holes for the
Because
hand?
they didn't put such a guard on it because
Why though? Why,
Why?
Didn't have any guard?
well, you got to have some guard if it falls on the floor or something. But they didn't think, oh, kids are going to stick their hands in there. They thought people aren't dumb.
Yeah,
If the
but
kid
kids
sticks
are
his hand
kids.
in there.
Like, a little kid can always do something.
Okay, well, your little kid shouldn't be up where the fan is.
Yeah, but people got dumb and let their kids up near.
Well, eventually they changed it, obviously, and put different types of grills on them. But
Thank you, OMG.
I mean, my fan even I have at my house, I could stick my fingers through the grill. It's probably from the 70s. Sanyo, it's an old one, early 80s maybe. I have a super old fan.
14 spots left, guys. We are more than halfway there.
Woo! Thanks,
We
OMG.
appreciate it, OMG. And hope you like. So, OMG, did you see that you won a card in our game? Did you see that?
Yeah,
You,
OMG. You won the, what was it called?
Adelaide.
No, but the little
Albert.
spot. It was the big hits or whatever. It was a tiny, tiny spot on the wheel, and Brett's like, I rolled it 20 times, Matt.
It
It
only
never
got hit
comes
once."
up. It doesn't come up much, so we're not going to give away like a million hits. Obviously, we want to give away hits, but we don't want to give away all the huge hits on the first night of doing the games. So he rolls it once.
And-
He gets the tiny little sliver, dude.
And you got it was the very first one.
It was an autograph. You'll see
and
it in
you
the
got
mail.
it. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my god, like.
Yeah, it was from Museum Collection. Yeah, it was from Museum
Yeah,
Collection.
I have it right here for you. Let me show you.
It's not like the hugest hit in the world, obviously. It's
No,
not
but
Ken
but
Griffey
was
Jr.
Just, it was just like, and Gary's like, oh, you're not happy OMG one night? No, I was
You
like,
can leave it in
no,
that.
it has nothing to do with you, dude.
Let me
It-
see.
You can't see it.
Oh.
It was like, no, not Matt. It's more of like, Jesus, it had to be hit that fast.
That's what he meant, because he was like, "Oh, we'll save these hits," and
I don't care. It's a card that is cool, but it's not like I don't PC him or anything either.
yeah. So you won this card right here. Let him move that. On Monday.
So you won that with the very first spin of the wheel that I can manipulate
So then Brett's-
so that the spots are smaller for the good stuff.
Yeah, you can make different size pies. You know what I mean? So that way it's harder to get certain things. Obviously, you don't want to be giving away all your
I was like,
autographs.
and of course, it was also, it was the typical like, oh, of course it's OMG1. People was like, Dustin Gary have to do that. Like,
Yeah.
oh, OMG1. It's like I didn't plan that out. Trust me. There you go, dude.
Yeah, it's all
that
good,
was
dude.
From the, that was from
Hey, lunch. Gary. Bleh.
what?
You didn't get a lot of. You only
That-
got one auto, right?
That was from Lunch's.
Yeah,
museum.
Brett Pentland spent like 50 or 60 bucks to get that because that's all he got out of the break. So,
I got a couple good cards. from
but
Cubs and
the
Giants.
auto, that was your only auto. So,
Well, I find a lot of pleasure in giving you guys good cards whenever I can.
yeah, he does.
personally.
He goes to bed happy on that night. Yeah, I hear you, dude.
That's the
I
thing,
gotta when I go through, like I said, I just bought like 10 of those. You know what I mean, OMG? They cost so much money in the damn to do it in the mail, but like those the boxes that have the lid that comes off.
the ones you send OMG. That's simple to play.
No. Do those lids come off? No, that's not what I ordered. No.
What are you talking about?
It's like 15 inches long.
Oh, that.
The lid actually comes off, and you can put one touches
Oh,
or
okay.
top loaders in them, stand them up. So I bought 10 of those. It's supposed to hold like 50 one touches,
Where'd you buy
or found them on eBay. Yeah, $24.99, which isn't a bad
them?
price.
They were in the watch list again.
Yeah, I know. I sent it to myself on mine and then bought them on mine.
You have till the end of tonight to get off the brake lines. By the way, before I delete it all.
Get off the what?
There's some brake line that you have on there.
Brake line?
Or some line cable for a car. Just so
I'll
you
have to
know.
look. And anyway, I bought those because I got to clear up my living room. I have so many hits on the floor. I know it's crazy. It's a problem. I have so
Just
many hits.
bragging about it.
But I mean, I do. I have to clean them up because I want to go through them. That way, I can say, okay, this can go for the brakes. This can go for hits in the brakes. These can go to get sold. This can get sold. This can get sold. You know what I mean? So. And then all my PCs, I can put them all in. Probably put like all my Red Sox in one, all my Seattle in another, all my Athletics in another.
Sick flex. I don't want to brag. I have tons of hits sitting on my floor.
Dude,
I really care
if
for
you
my
saw-
cards. I let them sit on the floor.
Yeah, where am I supposed to put them? I don't have a shelf to put them
Put
on.
them up in boxes properly.
I'm going to. That's why I just bought them.
You're always going to.
I had a box. I overflowed the box. A giant box. A real, actual, like, moving box.
I don't want to brag. I basically get bags of just pure hits. It's it's a hard problem, but someone's got to do it.
Well, no, I had a real box, and it filled up, and
And
then
a fireproof
I was-
safe would be
I
a
was-
smart move, Ryan.
right? Well, I was like stacking them up on the floor, and then the cat was rubbing his nose on them and knocking the piles over.
Oh,
So I'm like, okay.
Now let's put this in better context for people who don't know. Matt buys into breaks, doesn't watch them, gets the cards, and then will wait months before he opens them to see what he won. Oh, I like it though. It's more fun that way. And I said, oh, give me a break. Oh, the month.
There's been times.
It's like a fine wine. The cards got better that you didn't know you had
Yeah.
over a month.
It did. Oh, there was one. It was like 4 months, and I was like, the guy was like missing something in his breaks or something, and I'm like, oh, I think I got something from the.
Yeah, Matt.
It was like he gave me the Diamondbacks or some team, and I'm like, I never buy this team, and I'm like, oh, I think the guy said like a few months ago if anybody got this team on accident, and I'm like, I think I did, and when I mentioned it to him, he's like, oh no, that wasn't me. I'm like, yeah, it definitely was, dude, but
So,
it was like
guys,
so
we
long
have
ago.
about- we
City
have-
has the same problem.
We have about 45 minutes before Matt and I can put into eBay for the guy who didn't pay for the Cubs.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what happened, guys? So Scott, remember the break we did? The guy never paid for the Cubs, and he bought into Kingpin Breakers and some of the big breakers. So I don't know what his issue is, but he didn't pay for his freaking Cubs. Go onto his feedback and see if he's got any positive feedback since he didn't pay for ours.
No, he has no negative feedback.
No. See if he's gotten any more positive
Nope,
feedback.
I already checked. Not
That's
that-
higher than it was. It used to say like 28.
Wait. That looks new, August 24th. Yeah, that's new.
Yeah,
So, I can't put negative feedback. It won't let me, though.
really?
This is BS. The guy doesn't pay, and you're not allowed to put negative feedback. 'cause
Not
they have-
yet, I don't think, because there's a claim open.
Yeah, but...
You can't do anything until this is done,
Is it
probably.
going to let me do negative feedback?
Probably when it's done.
Take action.
You can't yet, you said.
Yeah, it's going to tell me time-wise. It's going to give me a... Yeah, see, it won't let me, and it says 7:55:04 tonight. Never mind.
So 1 more
Oh,
hour.
I know, and that means 10 o'clock tonight.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean?
Because it had to be when it
Oh, you
ended,
gotta
yeah.
be kidding me.
Oh, whatever. You can
No,
still
it's
do
going
it.
to be 11:55 tonight.
So you'll probably do it in the morning.
Dang it. I wanted to do it tonight so I could be like, ah.
So yeah, it's irritating. So it looks like he's paid for something. Well, I don't know if he's paid for something
So
else.
no one got the Cubs.
Who got the Cubs? Yeah, no one, because the guy never paid for them.
We were hoping he was
We still
gonna
have
pay.
them. We have to hold them because I don't know.
I have them all sitting here.
Was there any hits?
And nothing big that I saw.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the guy watched it and then he didn't get any hits, so he just didn't pay.
We thought he was going to
You
pay.
can't give a buyer negative feedback. Haven't been able to since 2005.
Lunch wanted him, but we were going to... because
No, he didn't want them.
Yeah, he did, remember?
I think he said, no, I'm all set.
Oh, yeah, I think you... but our thing was like, we'd rather just... This is our first time we never had
I think he
ever
may
had it.
have, yeah, I don't know.
We just figured we'll let him... We figured he was going to pay. Just like...
Yeah, because we had one guy before, but he didn't. But he paid before the break. He just was having issues with his
the
PayPal.
question is, how does he get negative feedback?
I mean, yeah, we never heard back from him. I messaged him like,
Oh, you can once the claim is over.
oh, okay, all right. That's what I just said to Brett. Yeah, I figured when it's over. So, yeah, what was irritating is that
Dang right.
he bid on it right at the end, like right at the frickin' end. He bid it up. It could have been obviously just bidding automatically, but it got bid up right at the end, like they usually do. And I sent him the invoice. Brett sent him I sent him an invoice because you didn't send an invoice because you only had one team, and I've told you from now on send an invoice anyway, because it automatically sends one. But I said send it anyway. So never said anything. In the morning, I sent him a reminder. The next day, and then before the break, we sent him another one, and I sent him a private message and said, please pay for your Cubs nicely. No point in being mean about it. And then, because you want him to pay, obviously, and then nothing.
It's not.
And what's irritating is in the last month, he had so many, he only has a feedback rating of 36. It's not like it was a lot, but it was all breaks.
That's what I'm seeing. It seems like all it says is that if we claim this and we get our money
Oh, I'm
back,
sure it doesn't mean anything
They
anyway.
said if he gets repeated strikes, then they'll do something. It's like, no. One strike should be enough to be like, you didn't pay. Here, this is what's going to happen. We're not going to shut you down, but...
No, it should be, you get a strike, you didn't pay. Now, here's the thing. If you didn't pay, but then you pay, you should still get a strike. But it's like you're not paying and you're still not paying after we're putting a claim in. It should be nope, your account's suspended for 30 days or something.
I agree. Suspend it and then give a
Because the
feedback.
guy knows he didn't pay. The guy knows he bid on it and he won. That's bullcrap. I hate how eBay is like this. You know, it's like it's an auction site. Honor your auctions.
But
It's not Walmart.
It's not about the money. I could care less.
You know
about
what I
the
mean?
Money. It's about the principle of you didn't pay when you were supposed to, and then someone could have gotten that team. Someone who likes the Cubs, PCs the Cubs, could have gotten those cards.
Right. And it just irritates me anyway because it's the fact
Wait,
of.
whoa! What? Your cards came wrapped in a napkin? Oh my gosh! Wow, that's bad. Who could ever sit there and be like, "Yep, a napkin will be good protection"?
What was Dave saying recently? Somebody he got cards that were like
So, someone got cards. I remember
they were like laid all in end to end to end to end or some weird
Yeah, it
stuff.
was some weird. Like I think it was either
It was
Wesley
Dave.
Beard or
No, it was Dave.
and he had some weird packing situation that was weird as can be, and almost all the cards were I don't know something like that. It was crazy.
Huh.
You were the buyer. The seller
Well,
could not leave.
but I think since we opened a
You were the
claim again.
buyer? Wait, what?
No,
we're the
he's just
seller.
saying you were the buyer, so you can leave negative feedback. That's what he's saying.
No,
He's saying the
see,
buyer can leave
The
negative feedback.
sellers cannot leave negative feedback to the buyer. Wait, oh, the sellers. Oh,
That's us.
Okay,
That's us.
okay.
But I think when we open the claim, if he doesn't pay and we close the
Oh, wait,
claim,
okay, we're misunderstanding him the whole time.
no, I'm not.
No, we were.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, because we kept thinking, oh, you can't leave feedback. No, a seller can't leave. A buyer
Yeah.
can't leave negative feedback. You
No,
can't,
he's
oh,
saying
you
the
can't
sellers
give
cannot
a
leave
buyer-
negative feedback to the buyer. Yeah.
Wait, what? You left.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. As long as we open a claim, go through the whole process, we can leave negative feedback.
Oh,
As far as I know.
oh, we'll find out, guys. We'll let you know. This is going to be the hot debate.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
we'll leave.
it's just
Maybe we-
irritating, you know what I mean? Because the guy's obviously a douchebag. He's still buying breaks and just decided not to pay ours.
Is. Well, the problem, like you said, they could
And
just
eBay
make
tells
another-
me, don't private message him. There's no point because if it's not through the channels through eBay, the certified channel that they like to use, the private messages don't count towards anything. He can say whatever he wants in private messages, and they said it doesn't matter. He could even tell us I'm not going to
It's not
pay
a
for it.
binding agreement then.
Right. It's a private message. He says do it through the eBay channel, through the open claim. You have to message him through the open claim because there's no point. If he didn't pay, he knows he didn't pay. There's no point in messaging him and hounding him and everything.
I agree. That's why I wouldn't be like, oh, let me talk to you a bunch and be like, why haven't you paid?
Yeah.
Again, it's not about the money. It's about the principle of just screwing someone over.
Yeah.
Like, and if it is what lunch is.
Well,
saying,
and the
where
thing
people,
is, it
if they don't
stresses.
win anything,
Maybe
they
it
don't
doesn't
pay.
bother Brett, but I think it does. It stresses me out because I'm like, this guy isn't paid. This guy isn't paid, and it's like we already have slim profit margins as it is, paying for all the eBay fees. And when people don't pay, it frickin' pisses me off because I'd love to resell the team, but then it's one of those things as if the guy gets a big hit, you know what's going to happen? He's going to pay for the team, or he's going to if we resold the team
Not anymore.
live, if we resold the team, then he got a huge hit, then he would make a big deal and claim to eBay, I have 72 hours to pay. Then what? Then that person that bought the team from
I'm
you,
not gonna worry about it.
that person that bought the team from you, now what do you do with them? Give them their money back and piss them off and give it back to the other guy, you know?
What do you mean?
If you sold it live to them, not through eBay, and then that guy got a huge hit in the break, he could say to eBay, I have 72 hours to pay by
Okay.
eBay rule.
And I would just talk to eBay, explain the situation, be like, I can't just hang on to it because I've had people not pay. That's simple. eBay dings us, they ding us. What do you do? Let them leave negative feedback. All you have to do, you know.
Yeah, but,
oh,
you
they're-
don't, but you don't want to lose your status as a top-rated seller either.
I know. It's just not what you can do. I would not definitely a scam, and I agree. It was a scam. Obviously, is my guess. I highly doubt it wasn't, and I'm
Right.
not going to worry about it. And if
I don't. Yeah, I don't think it went over. I don't think it was like, oh, I can't afford $22. I think it was a thing of he watched the break, didn't see anything he wanted, so he didn't pay.
Cool if we could have seen who watched it.
Now,
but-
if he saw the break and got something good, I guarantee he would have paid and said, "Oh, sorry, my PayPal account was screwing up, or
I could be like,
my
who-
phone was
who is
dead,
the
or
Jabs,
something
Who's
stupid."
the guy who ripped a card up on camera that you told me about?
We do have it say, Dustin, right on there. Payment is due immediately after the auction ends. It says it right in there. But we're going to move it to the top for the next break.
Look what he said right here. Pay 1 hour before a break so it sells on time. I agree with that. That's
Yeah,
just-
can you block the dude from buying in the future? Yeah, we'll have to
yes,
do that.
we can. That's what Lunch is saying. You can block them.
Yeah. Well, we have to do it still, though, yeah.
Yeah, but I like what Dustin's saying there.
But we will, yeah.
Description. Have to pay 1 hour before. That way it gives you time to resell it. Before the break. You need
Right.
that time to resell it.
Right. Well, we don't sell it till we go live anyway.
What?
When else would we resell it?
You would put it on Twitter and everything. Would do
Yeah.
whatever you need to.
Yeah.
Boom. Anyone can know it.
I know.
This group.
No, I
can
know.
about it.
You try to sell it for what he bought it for, but sometimes that's hard. Sometimes it
Well,
goes
you may
super
not
high,
get
and
as
then
much. Oh well.
right.
What can you do?
I know. I'm just saying.
Then cancel sale 1 hour before break in the sale team.
Okay, so you can sell. So you can
Okay.
cancel the order.
1 hour before break.
You will cancel his sale and just. If he hasn't paid, you don't refund him anything anyway, so you just cancel it.
No.
And like I said, oh, is that what he means when you say you pick the for the option address
A problem with that.
problem with address?
And that's all you do.
That's what I think Lunch told us.
Yeah. No, that's what some guy, someone said. It was either
Scott?
Scott or Steven or whoever it was.
Yeah, problem
said
with address.
problem
Okay.
with address, which is like.
Now I
what,
get it, guys.
eBay's
Now I
gonna
get
come
it.
to you and be like, oh,
I've been
you
selling
want
on
to
eBay
explain
for
to me
17 years,
Yeah.
but I don't know any of this because I have literally never had to deal with any of this because it's stuff we have to deal with breaking now.
This is why we like you guys. You're
When I-
smart guys.
When I sold
Smart
normal
people.
things on eBay that wasn't this, it was just like random things, you know, and it was mainly me buying things on eBay, not
I mean,
selling
think about
things.
it. Maybe eBay would investigate in it and be like, we keep seeing that you have problem with addresses, but how often is it going to happen that people are going to watch?
Right, and I usually would buy things on eBay, although I have sold things. Obviously, I've sold a lot of things too. But I mean, I've had my eBay account. I have 100% positive feedback. I have no negative feedback, 100% positive, and I have had this account open for 17 years. I'm just a normal, everyday guy. I have
Yeah.
like 500 and something feedback.
Like Dustin's saying, if you pay, just issue a refund right away. But that wouldn't be a problem anyways, because you
Right.
at the hour mark, you're going to get it, I'm sure, before. But even then, yeah, issue a refund real quick, and well,
I agree with what you're saying, Dustin. Yep. And if you've already canceled the order, then whatever. Yeah. If he tries to pay after that,
yeah, I get.
which
what
I don't know how he would if you've canceled it.
But I
If he
understand.
does, yeah, you just refund him. I get what you're saying too. It makes sense now.
Well, what you could do.
Yep. That 1 hour
is you could contact people. You could put it on Twitter and stuff, but still let the guy try.
Yeah,
to
you could
pay.
still put it on Twitter more than an hour before and say it hasn't been paid yet if anybody's interested.
Well, what you could do is
But
could,
you can't
could put it up
actually
on
buy
Twitter or
it
something.
before.
Still not cancel on the guy, just so if he does pay, let him pay. Why not? Now it's sold at least. You know, so you don't lose the spot. You know what I mean? So if the guy pays 30 minutes before the break, I mean, because what you would do is you would just tell people, contact us first, and we'll send you where to send the stuff, so that they don't send it without.
Right,
multiple
and then you have them pay when you're on the live stream or something.
Yeah, you know, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say? Because
Right.
you don't want them to just send money. Multiple people could pay for it.
Yeah, that's what Dustin's saying. Sell it in chat. All the teams will sell.
So.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why we appreciate you guys. That's
Yep.
what we appreciate about you.
Oh, come on, guys. Let's get some more spots sold. We've been on here for 2 hours. Maybe we can get some more people in here. I know there's people out there that want to get in on this. Lots of people. We just got to find them. We just got to find some more people. Let's go get Willie Breaks up in here. Let's get some Offbeat All-Stars. Let's get Redbeard Breaks. You should be sending out an email
There
or
will be
something,
people
Brett,
in
the
there
day we
that
break.
got sniped looking to get a team that will buy. And that's true, exactly, Dustin. You'll definitely have people looking like, oh, I'll take it.
People in there. Now, when you mean people in there that got sniped,
People
How
who
do you-
didn't win the team.
I
because
know,
they
but
got
how do
sniped.
you know who those people were? You mean you
You
send a
don't know.
do you send a PM to those people?
No, he's just. How would you know, Matt? He's
Yeah, but they
simply-
wouldn't be in our thing watching
People
it.
may watch it anyways, is what he's saying. Or
Well,
people
no,
who
it
buy
shows you the other people that bid on it. Can
Yeah.
you send them a message and ask them if they want it?
I don't know. Maybe you can. I don't know. I don't know if it shows you their full name though.
Like if somebody doesn't win a team and it shows us they tried to bid, can we always isn't there a way to offer a second chance
Why
bid
is all this stuff
or a
on
second
ours?
chance? Oh yeah, it was a watch list. I was seeing how much they sold for. Look at those prices. No, look at those real quick.
I deleted these.
No,
already.
look at those. Those are different ones.
I know.
Look at them. For half cases, same as ours.
Let me
Look at
guess,
the
you
prices.
Just added these.
No, did them a couple days ago. Go down. Oh, never mind. You already deleted them. You're in a big. You got a hard on over
Stuff
this
in
shit.
here.
Oh, I know, because there's so much stuff on here. But I mean, it's hard to get feedback. It really is. I mean, we've sold like 150 or 200 things on eBay, at least, and we only have more than that even. We sold like 300, and we only have 37 feedbacks. Like almost nobody leaves feedback. It's hard
Look
to
at
get.
this one.
It's hard to get feedback. So yeah, go down. It will tell you right there. 3 bids. Click on that right there. 3 bids. Yeah.
You're gonna give me a full name.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, send second chance offer.
Oh.
Okay.
But we can't do that now.
No, but you could do a second chance offer to someone.
That's what I just told you. I think you can send a second chance offer. So we can do that, Dustin. So the next person in line on eBay, we can offer it to them. And they obviously want it. That's why they bid on it.
Well, let's do this. Let's just do this. Go to sold.
Okay.
Who was the second chance offer on this?
No, we can't do that, though.
I'm not saying we are.
I'm only saying that because...
$22.50 from... Nope. Blair would have paid $22.
Yep.
That would have been nice to just send it to them.
Wow. Yep, so there it is. We could have done that, guys. So basically, if you go into your eBay, you can look at the bidders, and then you can just offer a second chance offer to the next person and cancel their thing. Click where it says more... well, you can't now, right? Click on more action, see what it says.
You could get the person's thing, and I'm sure you
No,
can
go back.
contact them
Go
right
back to
there.
that. Go back.
Go to what?
You don't even have to contact them. You just send them the second chance offer. Click on more actions above MKSM over on the side. Click that what it says. So you could say
Leave
cancel
feedback.
order. No, one of the options said cancel
Leave
order.
feedback.
Yeah, but you can't leave negative feedback yet. It's not over.
Oh.
No, what I'm trying to say is one of the options under that was cancel order. We're not going to do it, but see where it says cancel order, Brett, up higher?
Oh,
Yeah. So when you click that, it's going to give us reasons why we want to cancel the order.
Wait. Someone will buy the team. That will take for forever. Oh, someone will buy the team. That will take for forever to do the second chance
That will
offer.
take forever.
Second chance offer will take too long, is what he's saying. I got you guys some feedback. Be sure to drink your own. A crummy ad, lol. A crummy ad.
I'm not saying I'm not trying to look desperate, but we'd get the if we sold it in chat, that's fine. I'm just saying we would only get 50 cents less through eBay. Yeah, if we could sell it to somebody else for $22, but somebody in the chat might be like, "Oh, I'll give you $5." You know what I mean? Which happens a lot, where they don't want to pay what it sold for on eBay because people are bidding against each other, driving the price up. You know what I mean?
That has got to be one of my most favorite.
Yeah,
movies
I mean, you
ever.
see it at lunchtime, lunches breaks all the time. Something doesn't sell on eBay, everybody wants the teams for $5. You know, even if it's worth more than $5. Because I mean, I saw the Orioles go for like $22, where we didn't even sell them, and we sold them for $5 in our break. So, you know, it's one of those things where if it doesn't sell, people think it's worth $5. You know?
I'm not gonna lie, I'd keep the team at that price.
Yeah.
I love
Right. Right. I agree. I
the price
Dustin.
before- and I agree.
100%.
Well, if we had I don't know, just take the Yankees. Say the Yankees were going for 7, no one took them.
Which that would never happen, but yeah.
I'm just saying, say whatever team it is, doesn't matter. Whatever the price was, I'll knock off like $10, but I'm not going to go lower than that because I know
Right.
it was worth. If it was clear that it was worth enough to people, I'm not going to just give it away. For
Dude, if
free.
you want to buy some breaks, go buy into this one, dude. Buy into this break.
Thanks, Ryan.
Diamond
Appreciate
Kings.
it. Yeah,
Diamond Kings first off the line. This
I
is
get-
the closest. 19.99, 14 spots left. It might not break today, but buy some spots because it'll definitely break Saturday.
Gotta say, I love A Christmas Story. So good.
I know, dude. I know. I knew. I knew you were probably thinking that. I overthink things. I know.
Matt likes making it harder.
I just got excited because I've never seen that in eBay. Like, I thought that was a thing, the whole second chance, but I know what you're saying. Everything's happening so quick. Send them a second chance offer, you don't hear back from them forever. It's only 1 hour until the break, so
oh
it's
my
easier.
God, Brian, but 17.
No, he didn't. And there isn't. And 17? How did he buy 17? Because there's only 14.
Oh, but you still fell for it almost.
No, I didn't.
You're like, oh, wow.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you were. That's what she said.
What's up, Gary? Look who showed up to the party.
Justin, does that surprise you? Matt likes to make it harder on us.
Yeah, 17.
That's what my teacher taught me in 7th grade, social studies. She was like, kiss, and I'm like, huh? And she's like, keep it simple, stupid. She also liked to tell us, hey, what's up, balcony? She also liked to use the phrase when someone would bring something up in class, and she's like, put it on the back burner, because she would be talking about something in like class, and she'd be like, don't forget it, but just throw it on the back burner. And I always pictured an oven.
I had some like 400-pound teacher, and she always used to say, every day is brown. No, she'd go, don't know what that is, but she'd say,
Top of the Hut.
I've never seen Star Wars. She said, every day is brownie day. Yeah, that's what she'd say. She had it on the top of the chalkboard. Just remember, every day is brownie day. We're like,
What's
okay.
up, Gary?
I always thought that was the weirdest thing.
What up, Gary?
Yeah, dude, gotta go bear. You gotta go bear. You gotta pack for bear, Ryan. You gotta pack for bear. I know what he's talking about. Freaking Ed, all Ed used to say, dude. This guy at our work, Ryan used to work with us. Gotta load it up. 10, 10, and 20. 10, 10, and 20. Gotta load it up. We would have to bring equipment to jobs, and he'd have us bring 2, 2, and 20. Oh, yeah, 10, 10. I thought it was 10, 10, and 20.
Wow, Matt, you're so good at telling stories wrong.
No. No. 2, 2, and 20. Close enough, dude. Ed probably meant 10, 10, and 20.
One of the best workers at Servpro.
Who, Ed?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I would say he was the.
Oh, yeah. I was talking to your dad the other day, and Ed, and what's your dad say? I said, oh, yeah, Ed, this and that. And your dad goes, stop living in the past, Matt. It doesn't work here. And I said, yeah, I wish he did, because the managers you have now suck. Nothing gets done.
10 dehumidifiers. I don't think so.
Yeah, you're right. But yeah, you know, he goes, stop living in the past. And I'm like, no, the managers you have now suck. Stuff would get done if Ed was here. I'd rather live in the past. Things were better then. That's what I told him.
Well, stop living in the past.
And then I said, you just don't want to live in your past, Greg. Let's figure out what past we're talking about here.
I just find Matty passed down on his couch with a spoon in his hand. And he's sitting there like,
Kratom, dude.
the
No,
Kratom,
I actually
dude.
have enough for today. The stuff that I have, the stuff I'm taking
the-
now,
the-
dude.
The keto is kicking him.
The stuff I have now, dude, is just
The keto is kicking
is
in.
not good, dude. It does not work
Matt's
that good.
been on that keto
It gets rid of the
diet.
back pain when I'm sleeping, but it does not have those side effects that gives me a little bit of a high. It sucks. It's a different strain, and I got 2 kilos of it, and it's gonna take me forever. Well, actually, this is an older one. The other 2 are newer, so I don't know. Those might be better. They're from a different batch.
Matty's
But
got to try that Mary Jane. That would really solve his
it's from a
problem.
totally different batch, so we should be. Hopefully, that'll be good. But
Mary Jane could help you out.
I gotta get through this one first. But the green was way better. The
Just
green
buy
strain.
CBD.
Nah, dude.
Nah,
This stuff.
Kratom's better, dude.
Nah, I've had CBD. I
Totally
like this
better.
way
I
better.
don't
No,
know how, I
I
don't
like this
know.
better. I like it better. I don't like it as much as the company I used to get from. I got this red strain from. I remember I took it when I went. The best thing was literally I had the we were driving back from South Carolina, driving down to South Carolina, and I look over and I had taken extra because I have back problems, and I was like mushed in the seat because we had to put the seat all the way forward in the van to fit everything in the back. And we're talking a long ride from New Hampshire to South Carolina. So my knees are in the dash. And I remember we stopped at a hotel the first night, or motel or whatever. Slept. Second day, we're driving, and it starts kicking in or whatever. And I remember I'm like looking normal, but I dropped my whole face down. If you guys can't see it, but dropped my whole face down like, I looked at Kate, and I was like, I'm looking at you normal, but it's like this. I go like this. I go, this is how I actually want to look right now. Because that's how I felt.
This is what also Kratom does to you. It makes you hypertensive, so you're
Well,
hypertensive, so
well, I haven't taken any today. That's the giant Pepsi that I had in the coffee today at work. I usually don't have a giant 1 liter of Pepsi and coffee. That's what that was.
Kratom is killing him softly.
Nah, it doesn't kill you, dude. There's no studies that says that it hurts
There's
you
no study
at
that says
all.
It's good for you either.
And it's been around since the friggin' since the old times. The
Since
indigenous
the
people.
old time.
The indigenous people take
Guess
it.
what? They're all dead.
No, they're
What's that mean?
No, they're not.
They're
The
not
Borneo
dead?
people, they're all alive.
No, the old people from back then are dead, aren't they?
Well, of course they're dead from back then. They die, and then new ones are born.
Oh, the old people used to use it. Well, they're dead right now. What does
Dude,
that
Ryan's
say about
mom
Kratom?
takes it, remember? Ryan's mom uses Kratom.
And she ain't living up so good right now.
She's living just fine. Just peachy, dude.
She
She
used-
said she wanted you to
used
come over.
She, used to
She
be-
said you got a
she
sexy
used to be
voice.
such a cougar, and then she started taking that Kratom.
Yep. She said she wanted you to come over because you have a sexy voice.
What's the difference between a motel and a hotel? I don't know. What is the difference?
I'll tell you, dude. It was some big hoo-ha going on in town with the military. So the rooms were so expensive. They're like, oh, we only have one room. They charge us all this money for this friggin' room. It was some big thing.
Weed's been around a way longer and still has no long-term effect. Save it. Actually, I will tell you this.
But this is a leaf too, dude. Kratom's a leaf. All they do is grind it up, and that's it.
And,
they just grind it up. They don't add anything to it.
Poison ivy's a leaf, and if you probably smoked it, you probably wouldn't fare so well.
Right, and I don't smoke it. So what's your point? I'm not eating
Just 'cause
poison
it's a
ivy.
leaf doesn't mean it's okay.
But it is, because I've been taking it forever. I'm not...
That doesn't mean it couldn't be shutting down your kidneys for all you know.
Well, it's not.
What was I just gonna say though? I just did.
My buddy's been smoking weed for 50 years, and now he's always hacking all the time, and he always has fluid built up in his lungs, and I'm like, dude, it's probably from smoking for 50 years.
The only thing I've heard that's bad with weed, there's only one thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
And that is
smoking
no,
for that long.
That's a syndrome. Yeah, leaf is a cocaine too, by the way.
That's true.
Coca leaf, the coca leaf.
True. That's true.
So the only thing I'll say is I heard with weed is some guy, and they say it's a very rare syndrome. Is that this guy he would have bouts of diarrhea, his stomach cramps would be horrible, he would have nausea.
Brett had edibles recently, so...
And not recently, that was
a few months ago.
A long time ago.
Yeah, oh yeah, so
it
long.
Was in winter.
Like 6
year
months ago.
6
months ago, maybe. 5 months ago.
And so what happened was, he basically went to the doctors, and they're like, we don't know what's wrong with him, he's having bouts. And they found out what it was is when he would take a hot shower, his pain would go away. They're like, what the heck? And it's some syndrome. They say that the only way to solve the pain issues is with a hot shower, and they have no clue what causes it. They have no reason. And the only
something
thing
with his nerves or something.
The only thing they can find with this people with this syndrome is that they smoke weed heavily every day, very heavily. I mean, like a shit ton.
Like J-Unit amounts.
I don't know. Tonight, probably. I have friends that smoke weed 3 times a day, and he talks very slow and listens to each.
Yeah, dude. There was kids in my middle and high school,
Like,
that smoked weed so much at like 12 years old, and going into high school, and they always, hey man, yeah. There was one of them was if you guys have ever, oh, what's his name? He went into the NBA. His brother was in my school. He was one of those giant kids when he was 10 years old. You know, what was his name? Bonner. Matt Bonner. Do you guys remember Matt Bonner from he played for the Spurs? Matt Bonner, tall, orange hair. He was like a 3-point shooter. Manu Bowl. You guys, I'm sure you remember Matt Bonner. Anyway, Luke Bonner, his younger brother, and he even laughed slow. Everything about him was slow. They were doing everything but smoking weed, sniffing rubber cement all the time.
Okay, this is the scene from South Park. I think that hits on weed so perfectly, though.
Oh, can you play that, or is it gonna take our video down?
What I'm trying to get you guys to do is admit that you lied to me.
Oh. Well, son, we've just been trying to make sure you know how dangerous drugs like pot are.
I've been told a lot of things about pot, but I've come to find out a lot of those things aren't true. So I don't know what to believe.
Well, Stan, the truth is, marijuana probably isn't going to make you kill people, and most likely isn't going to fund terrorists, but, well, son, pot makes you feel fine with being bored, and it's when you're bored that you should be learning some new skill, or discovering some new science, or being creative. If you smoke pot, you may grow up to find out that you aren't good at anything.
I really, really wish you just would have told me that from the beginning.
He's right. If we use lies and exaggerations to keep kids off drugs, then they're never going to believe anything we tell them.
Well, there's only one person I can...
There you go. Well, I mean, I don't agree that just because you can't hear a thing. You couldn't hear that? I mean, I don't think just because you smoke weed it's a bad thing. I think it's when you do it in excess and you don't anything.
Like I said, Dan smokes every
Mislabeled. I don't get it. You couldn't hear that?
I'll probably have to get some from you, Ryan. Anyway. I'm probably going to have to do that with Ryan from now on, because
What?
before Roger passed away, he was like, because the cancer was killing him anyway, he said, you're going to have to probably take care of Dan after he's gone. He has no other way. So I thought, probably Ryan, I'll probably be to get it for him. I just coughed and I didn't even do anything. I was like, your buddy from work, Ryan, there, the guy that you work
They're
with.
calling us posers.
For what?
Man, who you talking to? I'll come up there right now and teach you who's a poser.
Give me the loot! Give me the loot!
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Yeah, that was extremely loud.
Point is, I've just known so many stoners like Matthew.
I wasn't here, so I don't know what happened.
Matt Angel. Oh, my bad. Matt Angel. What was the other kid name? What was the one? You know him, Ryan, too. Glasses. Boyd. Talk about a stone.
I had to tape his glasses so many times.
Boyd was
Thorne, too, dude. We had a guy at our work named Alex Thorne.
Ugh.
Wicked stoner. I guess he used to go to these if you guys know, you've maybe never been there, but in Vermont there's, Ryan, you know, Harry's Hill, Harry on the Hill, whatever it's called. It's like a modern Woodstock fest. They all do acid, all this other stuff. Why'd you put so many bees? And anyway,
Ryan.
he had pictures of him in a wizard suit with a giant hat and
Dab all
a
day.
giant cane and all this. I mean, he was gone. Anyways, the guy literally was doing the what's the liquid the liquid THC that in the vapes, he had those he was doing when he left Surf Pro. Anyway, he was so bad off, right? He started doing acid all the time. He got fired from Surf Pro. He
Gone is under a state.
he literally, I don't know if he was in his right mind. We'll never know, but he went to the mall, our mall. There was like a workout place or whatever in the mall that, you know, there wasn't much left in the mall. Our local malls, they're all shutting down everywhere, as you know. But he, somehow, we heard about it, but we didn't know it was him. They went to the workout place, worked out, came outside. He shot his girlfriend in the head, then killed himself right in the parking lot. And this was just a couple of months after he left Surf Pro, like 4 months. But that was, I think, a lot of acid, because from what we heard, everything was fine. He was supposed to be going to, supposedly, to California because he was invited onto the Joe Rogan show on the radio or whatever, but he was going down there to be on the show or something. I don't know. Or he was going to California is what I heard. And he was all excited. So I don't know what happened. And in behind closed doors, who knows if something was going on or if he was just high on acid and thought he saw elves attacking his girlfriend. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know what acid will do to you, but it was crazy, man. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Yeah, you forgot about that. Yep. Shot his girlfriend and shot himself.
I forgot about that.
And we heard about it in the news, but we didn't know it was him. We just thought some dude at the mall or whatever, you know. And I worked with him a million times. I mean, the guy was just gone anyway. He was always gone. He was a horrible worker. He'd stare at his phone all day and zone out. One of the bosses would show up and he just, he was gone.
I forgot he killed himself.
Yeah, and his girlfriend. He was
That's
a
pretty
loser.
screwed up.
He's a loser.
Oh, he's dead, so he's not anything.
Well, he
really.
killed his girlfriend, so he's a loser. She didn't want to die. Just shot her in the head. Who knows if she did something, she was going to leave him? Who knows? Who knows? Or, like I said, he could have been high on acid. Oh, there's elves over there. I got to shoot him. And I don't know what you see when you're on acid. He could have shot her.
Hey, what? This is the myth of drugs. You don't magically go, oh, shit, man.
But maybe with acid,
I'm not saying
you probably see
I've never done acid,
unicorns
I'm not
and
saying it's
flying
impossible,
stuff. Who
but
knows?
since the majority of people I've not heard
Sounds like a
done
mob
acid that
bet.
killed people,
Elves.
I highly doubt
I don't
it.
know, dude. Maybe you saw the Keebler elves running around.
Like, let me put it to you like this. I took that
You saw that video from that movie with Jack Black where the Sasquatch, they're flying on his back. Remember that movie? They got the CD.
I highly doubt most drugs make you go, oh, I don't know what's happening.
Remember he's on acid?
You're like the kid who's like, oh, I don't want to drink some beer. I may do something crazy.
Not really.
Crazy.
That's a little different, dude.
There was a girl.
Acid's a little different. Plenty of people have died on
There's
acid,
a girl
doing weird
There was
things.
a girl I knew in college who wouldn't drink, and that's what she was always worried about.
Gary, yes, movies are true.
She was always.
How did these keep falling? I didn't even touch them.
She was always worried about
Jesus
she wouldn't
Christ.
drink alcohol, and she was worried that she may do something she wouldn't usually do when she was sober. It's like, okay, you drink a little alcohol, it doesn't make you take your shirt off. You drink You know, a pint of it, maybe, but we're not talking about that. Like, come on.
I have to drink a lot of pints to do that. I'd have to drink your,
A lot of pints of hard alcohol?
Oh, I thought you were, I was thinking beer.
Well, if I'm saying pints, I probably don't mean
A pint of
pints
beer?
of beer that would make
Why?
you randomly take your shirt off.
Well, right.
I'm talking about
well,
hardcore drinking.
a thin little girl it might.
Clockwork Orange is a documentary, not real life, man.
I hate that movie, dude. I hate that movie. It's so weird. Guys with those weird
Weed
masks
is a
and everything.
gateway drug, man. I mean, don't you remember? Wasn't it in Harold and Kumar where the kids were like in his dad's office, his law office, and they're like, "Oh, weed," and they smoke weed, and they're like, he picks up his dad's
Never
gun
saw
and
it.
he's like, "Nothing can hurt me," and he blows his brains out, and it's supposed to be like weed.
Well, remember that show with that Tiger Man guy, remember? And his boyfriend was in the office, the Tiger
show is
Man.
that?
You know what I'm talking about.
You can't even remember the name.
I don't know. And I remembered.
The Tiger guy.
Do you remember the guy though? The boyfriend was joking around with the gun and he didn't think it was loaded and he shot himself and killed himself.
Yeah, that had nothing
And
to do with drugs.
but I know, but do you remember the guy was like, he didn't think it. You saw the guy sitting on the other side staring, going, "No, that's not real. He's just messing around." And like, dude, and then he like freaked out because he's really dead.
Oh yes, it's the old fake exploding head trick.
I know, but at first he didn't think it was real. It was like he thought he was just in shock.
They have those masks that magically make it look like you blew half your head off.
Wait, I can see the room on the other side through his head.
Oh, that's a good trick. That must be mirrors, right? You're using mirrors to make
Smoke
the
and mirrors, dude. You know where he got that trick from?
Yeah, even I know the name, and I never watched it. Tiger King.
I know, Gary. I used to talk about it with you too, and you were like, "I never seen it. I don't know what you're talking about." Because remember, the Tops made that card or whatever. The Tiger. Somebody who was it in our group? Somebody got a card from one of those memorabilia sets that has different celebrities, and it was that lady from the damn show,
I
the
would show
goofy
you
one.
those cards.
No, it was somebody got the autograph. It was that woman and her husband autograph card.
Proven Kratom memory. Have you watched it, Matt? I haven't either.
Yeah, I've seen it.
He
It's just,
doesn't remember it.
no, I remember the damn show. I just don't remember I couldn't remember the name of it. I said the Tiger King, didn't I? Or did I say Tiger Guy?
The Tiger guy, the Tiger man. I said the Tiger King, didn't I? No.
Carol Baskin, yeah. Somebody in this group got a Carol Baskin and her husband autograph card. I think it would have been DC Wells. Do you guys remember that? See, I got a good memory. I think it was DC Wells. Remember somebody getting it? In chat. See, I read it. It was in chat. I read it. Don't always talk, but I saw it.
It's amazing. It's really amazing. Tiger style Wu-Tang. It's amazing what you can,
doing
it's
Tiger.
amazing what
It's
you
like
can find
Gangnam
out-
style,
it's
Tiger
amazing what you
style.
can see on the internet, like.
I
Pictures
remember
of-
everybody said her husband. I think she did kill her husband.
I'm sure
I think she
did.
fed him to the tigers.
Well, of course she killed her husband.
She got off because she's got all this money and influence over things. Because there's no way they're like, oh no, he just ran away to some other country. Yeah, because I'm sure he'd want to just leave everything there.
The thing was also his plane just randomly crashed.
Right, and it's just that didn't happen. Come on, really.
You know,
He got.
the point
She's
is,
creepy.
She immediately,
She
like,
fed
the
him
day
to her
after-
tigers.
The day after she killed him or something, she went into the.
She
trailer
took
and-
kratom.
They found that the will was changed and that it was forged.
Yeah, and they said that she. But then they said the original copy was in that trailer with that woman.
She took it.
She took it before the lady could get there, like that morning or something.
That's why all wills. I don't know if it's.
He gave her a copy, but there should have been another with a lawyer
wills-
somewhere.
Well, no, wills should have to kept out of court, like in a bank type thing, where no one can touch them unless you know what I mean.
Right.
So that way, someone couldn't do that. Be like, I need that will. Nope, it's in our system. Whatever.
That would have been
blah, blah.
awesome though if they got that copy. Or if they find another copy, or if somebody makes a fake one. Who
They
cares?
destroyed it, obviously.
Well, somebody can make a forged one. If she wants to forge things, somebody can forge the stupid thing.
I have the original. Look, it's been forged.
Yeah, we can make one if you guys want to work on it with us. We can make one.
Carol.
I don't even know the guy's name, but let's make a will
Let's
for
say
him.
Carol Baskin's son in Epsom, New Hampshire.
We'll just sign it. No, Carol Baskin's
No,
husband.
that's what you need to
Carol
do.
Baskin's first
That's what
husband.
you need to do. You need to make a forged one that, like, I'll make a forged one that says it's me, and then I'll kill Carol and her husband and be like, oh, I'm her long lost son. Look, I have a will that says she left it to me.
So you're gonna kill Carol Baskin? Did you just say that live on the air?
You don't got shit on me. Carol, I'm your lost son. I'll take that money in a minute. Don't worry.
She's gonna feed you to the tigers, dude. The
know.
Bengal tigers would like that meat on your bones, Brett.
My pair of desert eagles would say different.
Brett's got enough meat there to probably feed a couple tigers.
I could pry his jaw open and break his jaw.
It's funny too. I was gonna say,
Kratom.
Ryan, I was able to log into that other friggin' that other channel. I found it, and I found
Oh, I
my
think the chair
my
broke.
private videos that wasn't the other ones that I had on YouTube. I was able to log into it. I don't know how I found it, but I did. I had to make a new password, but
So who wants? Well, so if we sell the next 9, who wants 9 spots?
if we sell 9 spots, he said he'll buy the last 2. I'm gonna put that out on Twitter, Brett.
I'm not putting that on Twitter, Matt.
I will.
Oh, this guy will take 2 if we sell 9. That's still 9. We gotta sell, Matt.
Still 9. It's all right.
No, I do appreciate it. I'm not saying I don't, Scott, but that's the stupidest tweet I've ever heard for Matt wanting to put out. I have
No,
a guy-
Sandman did it, and we sold it out.
You just put how many spots you have left, Matt. In general, I have a guy because people are gonna be jumping on it, being like, "I'll take all 9."
Oh, we'll see what happens. Think you're a little crazy,
I'm
Brett.
just saying, put out that you have 11 spots left.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, Matt last. I don't know how I found it, but I did. I clicked on that, and then I was able to go back to my Google, my username and all that, and try to log into that Google account and make a new password. And I don't know how I did it, dude, but I did it. I got into the account, so now I have it saved in my phone as one of my Google accounts, so I can log into it on YouTube. There's only like a couple other videos
The
on
only
there.
way this could all be better if I could hear your voices. Yes, I know it would be hard. People would be talking over each other, but I feel like if I met many of you in real life, your personalities would be so much different than what I picture or something like that, you know? Or it'd be like, oh,
Well, I don't want to upload any videos on that. No, I just have a couple that
I
weren't.
didn't picture Scott Woods would be like this or yada yada yada.
11 spots left.
Matt's afraid for you guys to even see what he looks like.
If we have, well, I shaved my head now. If we
Oh,
have-
so you were admitting that your hair made you look like a weirdo pedo.
Well, it was really long. I know. I was at Vianor picking up my vehicle at the auto mechanic yesterday. My Jeep passed, Brett. I didn't need anything. $40. And I didn't see the guy sitting on the couch, and I was like, dude, look at my license. I look like some crazy like mental rapist or something. And he's looking at my license, and then he looks over, and I'm like, oh, there's a guy in there's a guy in there.
This is Matt's personality, guys. He doesn't filter. his
Because I didn't, during
effort.
COVID and everything, I didn't shave my beard or my hair, so it was like super long. I looked like Tom Hanks in Castaway or something. All right.
No filter on this guy, so he'll just come up to you in front of people.
Well, I didn't know anybody was in there.
Yeah, know what he used to do on jobs? There'd be some woman that was at the job, like in another room, the owner of the house or something. We did a job where there was a fire in a basement in a dorm complex for schools or an apartment, and we were cleaning out some kids' stuff and unpacking it. And the mother was there, and Matt's like, "Oh my God, she's so hot," and he's like whispering to me when she's in the room, almost whispering about how hot
She
is.
couldn't hear
I'm
anything.
like, Matt, she can freaking hear you. Shut
You
your
always
mouth."
think people can hear everything.
Because he has a big mouth and he'll yell when he doesn't realize he's yelling. And I'm like, dude, shut your mouth. He's not afraid to say something out loud. And not in a good way. So
Dude,
11
dude,
spots,
let's go, guys. Let's chip away at this. I'm putting a tweet out now. Hasn't really helped us so far, but it does sometimes. It did last week. Eventually, it did.
It did?
Because remember, I don't think I told you. No, I don't think I told you. Remember when Lynette showed up in the break last week on Monday? I tweeted him personally.
Okay, so it's a personal thing.
No, I did the hashtag like we usually do. I put
Did
some
you
of those.
personally tag him?
Yes.
Okay, so it's not the tweet that helped.
No,
It's
the tag of the I
Yeah,
tagged
the
him in the
tag
tweet. In the tweet.
Yeah, so it's not getting regular people from Twitter buying.
Well, it was from Twitter. I tagged him in Twitter.
It doesn't.
Yeah, I know, Brett, but I was just trying to get him in
Our
here.
Twitter is, let's see. I don't know how do you. I know it's at Beard Bros, but I forget how they do it with Twitter. At Beard Brothers Breaks. It's called at Beard Breaks. So it just says at Beard Breaks because you couldn't put brothers in there too, if I remember. So at Beard Breaks, I'll put it.
And it has that logo. It has that little logo. All right. What's yours? We can always follow you too, Scott. All right.
I mean, that's the helpful. Even if someone can't buy a spot, if you can just retweet our tweets, that is so helpful to get the word out there, Scott. So I do appreciate it. Oh, I just want to ding this person so bad. Still gotta wait till like 11:55 tonight.
Yep, I just put out another tweet, and I just said, if we sell 9, he'll buy the last 2. Oh, that mint, man! Did you just put more of that on?
Thanks, Scott. We appreciate it.
Brett has like an obsession with that damn stuff. Gary's like the quickest retweeter in the world. Appreciate it, Gary. He always retweets everything super fast. Yeah, dude, thanks for following us. I'll follow you back. Just followed you back, dude. We have quite a bit of followers. I mean, I haven't even been working on it, but we have 1,312 followers, but it doesn't seem... I mean, they're all baseball card and sports people. I don't follow anybody that isn't. Well, maybe a couple, but there's a couple I might have accidentally clicked on, like that porn star looking one with the bra and the tits hanging out. Yeah, I'm serious. I think she might have asked to follow, and I went through and clicked follow, and I accidentally
clicked the porn star.
Well, I don't know if she is. I don't even know where it is
It's
now.
no big deal, Scott. I don't have a ton on my personal that I know of. I have.
I think we have 1,312 followers.
But that's because, Matt, like a lot of people, all you do is you find out who follows other people you know.
No, that's not what I did. Some of them that's not what I did. I went through and I looked for people, a lot of them, I looked for people that dealed in sports cards and watched sports and collected cards.
Specifically told me you looked at other.
I have done, nope.
Yes, you have.
Like blowout cards.
You told me you.
Like blowout cards. Yeah, in Steel City. That's what I did.
You just look at other breakers, and then you can find out.
Some of them I did do with a few, but I didn't. Mostly I did it through breaks.
Nice try.
You try. What? It doesn't matter. That's what everyone does.
I didn't say anything wrong with it.
I'm trying to find the best.
Like you've been doing something bad.
I'm trying to find the best people that would be good for us to want to buy into our breaks, but it doesn't always work. Doesn't ever work. Doesn't ever work. Everyone, even James McGee at work was like, "Why don't you use Instagram, dude? You should be using Instagram. Everyone uses Instagram. Nobody uses Twitter anymore."
Yeah, look at
my buddy.
My buddy looked at the research. If you look at the demographics, the best demographic would be Twitter for the age range for people who buy breaks.
I mean, I'm not arguing with it. I'd rather use Twitter. We already put time into it, but
yeah, there's a bunch of 20-year-olds, or maybe like even younger, I should say, like 18-year-olds. They don't have the money to buy a ton of breaks anyways, is the problem. You know, that younger group doesn't have the money that the older crowd does. These men who are 30 to 15 who have a good job can afford to buy cards. That's right, I'm breaking you all into my demographics. Doesn't mean they don't matter, but Twitter is your best social media for that, based on age range. And Facebook just stinks.
First MLB at bat. First MLB hit.
I would agree with
Congratulations, Jose Garcia for the Reds.
It's about having the $20 once. It's about having that person who can buy in week after week. And then it's also a mixture of, I mean, today's youth, of course, that's $20. Jesus, today's youth, I mean, I'm only 29, so I'm not that old technically, but you got people now who get paid to be
look at this guy.
Influencer.
Look at this.
I know. There are people who literally get paid to be an influencer. It's
crazy,
like,
dude.
You're literally paid to just be a living person that gets to go have fun and does things, and the laws don't apply to you apparently when you have your big. That was just came in.
It should be. Hold on, I don't know. Yep.
It did.
Thanks, Gary.
Thanks, Gary. Thanks, Gary.
So Gary with another one. Now we're down to 10. So 8 more spots, guys. And Scott will finish it up, dude. Scott will finish it up.
But I mean, you.
We're going to give this till 8 o'clock, guys. We'll give this till 8 o'clock to sell. That means we only have to sell... Well, we'll try to sell it before 8 o'clock, but we have to sell...
Obviously, we're trying to right now.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, that's like...
Well, if you want those spots, then it would be 8 spots.
It's like 1 spot every 3 minutes
I don't
to
really
get them sold out by 8 o'clock. I'm breaking it down, breaking it down.
Hey, Gary, if there's one thing I've learned, I've seen you do so well with 1 spot, and if there's one thing I've learned in general, I've seen plenty of people who buy 1 spot and hit it big.
Which is usually, Gary does do that.
I'll
I've seen Gary get the big teams.
And it's a very relevant way to do it. I've seen Texas Breaks just get the best bank ever with 1 spot in a break.
The one I can think of recently was Inception, and he got the Tatis autograph.
Newer, I think I don't know. If
And it was at lunch, and he got that card.
Yeah.
He got the who was it?
If there's one thing I learned, you don't.
Krylov, I think.
Yeah. I think it was. I've seen him do well at lunch, and I think even in one of ours, he bought 1 spot and got like amazing cards.
I should just tweet that, Scott. We're doing a break. Who doesn't have $20? Let's get moving.
Well, no, what I'm saying is like it's about getting a repeat customer, and unfortunately, people in their younger age don't have as much money to repeatedly buy.
Right.
But that doesn't mean anything, obviously.
How's Sean doing, Gary? He just fell off the radar. I've sent him so many tweets, he never talks back. I mean, not private messages, but I mean through this. What?
I can't help myself.
What?
No.
I'm just saying, usually, like, when you tweet, sometimes they show up after because you tag them. How's Sean doing these days? For Texium Sean.
Compared to the other Sean?
His buddy Sean. Well, we had other Seans, I think. We've had another Sean before, I think. I know he bought, like, everything to do breaks.
Yeah, that's all. You just got to get him in, and my buddy's pretty good at this stuff. He's helping us a ton. It's going to take
Well, he's
time.
just good at marketing. He doesn't know anything about cards.
Yeah, but you don't have to. Marketing.
No, I'm just saying good at this stuff. I meant,
No, I know.
I'm just telling him, marketing. He's good at marketing.
And if you know who to target and stuff in general, which he did look into that and stuff. I mean.
Plus, we got to break this, guys, because every week we do our 3 biggest hits. And if we don't break this, we ain't got no hits to put up.
Or you can have a meltdown.
No, we got Saturday, too.
We got more than 3. We need to put more than 3 up.
I got Saturday. Well, what do you think, Gary? What do you think? Okay, Brett decided we're doing a thing that's our biggest 3 hits of the week we put on the website. And I said, well, what if we get more than 3 big hits? What if we have 5 big hits? Or what if we don't get any big hits? But I said, what if we get 4 big hits? And he's like, you got to pick 3. No matter what, you got to pick 3. And I'm like, but what if there's 4? You know? Why don't we put them all up? And he's like, nobody cares about them. Nobody cares about 10 hits. Nobody wants to look at 10 hits. Your top 3. And I'm like,
That's
I guess. I don't know.
overly simplifying it, grossly over. But the idea was like, and I agree. When I posted pictures of that one break we had, and I posted like 8, 10 pictures of cards, I know no one was going to each one looking at every single card. Now, I'm not saying no one does.
Gary's going to say he did.
Yeah.
I guarantee it.
And I'll say the average person will not go look through that many cards. The average person.
Yeah, but you posted them on Twitter, so nobody had to go look through them. It just popped up and they saw
You
it.
still have to click.
I'm sure they didn't click on it to zoom in on them and go.
Well, you can't see them all with the square. You'll just see
Oh.
like little bits of them. So you need to click through them. And we're talking about it, my buddy and I, and the idea was, I hated Diamond Kings.
Oh, here we go. No, he told me, I know his math now.
What?
If he says he likes something or he reads something, he doesn't get anything. So if he says he hates something,
Oh, it's kind of
See.
like Lunch with always adding a message into his buys, and he goes, pull me some fire. He does that every single time he buys. He's the only person I've ever seen do that, and I'm like, that's why you get so much fire, guys, because he puts it in there.
so it must be like a thing for him too, though. Like how baseball players have little ticks. Like how Big Papi would always. You guys remember?
He ate a
If you
football,
watch the
hot
Red
dog,
Sox.
and a beer right before
No,
each.
I don't know what he did, but every time he's at bat, between every swing. Okay, ready? Puts his hands up. Okay, and then he would put his hands down after the swing. You know, whatever miss or whatever happens. He unvelcros both of his gloves.
Yeah, I'm Velcroing
Velcro's back up, spits on his hands, claps them together, back up. Every time. His hands must have been soaked by the end of the game.
Who is Big Poppy?
Yeah, you know who he is.
Is that a local?
You got the 8x10. Oh, you already wrapped them up. Never mind. Oh, by the way.
Yeah, those were interesting to have
Oh,
for ship.
yeah. By the way, I got to go to Staples and see if they have those boxes I was talking to you about in stock.
Those-
Yeah, because we got to try to figure
those
out.
Those posters were.
We got to
interesting.
figure out. We got to figure out another way because those posters didn't fit in our.
No, it's not.
They fit in the box, but they didn't. They fit in our bubble mailers, but not with all the cards. So Brett had to send some people 2 packages, which obviously isn't the best way.
No,
It's not the most feasible way with shipping when you're only making so much money on shipping to send somebody 2 packages for their
It
eBay
would
break.
depend. I did find out how I could pick cards. I had to buy a bigger bubble mailer for those people, which there was only 10 in total. But I
Oh.
had to buy a bigger bubble mailer depending because it would not fit in the normal
Right.
bubble mailers we sent.
It's just crazy because
And then
most people would have been like, "I'm not sending the posters
And then
because
I
they
put
don't
cards
fit."
in with them. Yeah, you got 2 because of that.
Yeah, I mean we had
Oh.
to because it wouldn't have been right. It would have bent weird.
It bent it weird, but then I did find one that it did work. If I put cards on both sides, it would stay in the exact middle, so that worked fine. But it was just, in general, they were very
Right.
awkward to ship.
So what I was thinking is we can get boxes that are like 8 by
But
6.
even then, they were good. They were good-looking posters. I mean,
Oh, I know.
to sit there and tell customers, sorry, collectors. I'm not trying to want to call
What did you say?
customers.
Oh,
I don't know.
well.
So to tell
They are on eBay.
Yeah, but to tell a customer, I'm not. Damn it, collector. That I'm.
Who
not
cares?
That I'm not going to send you part of what you won because it'd be inconvenient.
Now, how did
for
you
me.
guys? Let me ask you guys questions. Has anybody else here bought from somebody else archives? How did they send your poster? Has anybody else here bought from archives? Did they send you a poster? And if they did, how did they send it? Did they chuck it between some cardboard? Because then what do you do with it after that?
Like some of them, I did put cardboard around.
No, no,
the
no.
posters.
Some people, they just put it between cardboard and that's it. I've never seen anybody ever buy those 5x7 top loaders for anything ever.
I still want to see. Well, I think it's cool that we did do them in that, but
I know.
I want to see. I want to see someone put something like that in a napkin, like he said.
Yeah,
oh,
right.
they get my cards in a napkin. Like, oh, it even had crumbs.
Still
on
waiting in the mail. All right, so let us know. So because I got one from a guy and a big guy, Restless Craft on eBay, and he sent it in cardboard, but very crappy. It was barely wide. It wasn't even as wide as the card, barely, and he wrapped the tape around it like this, and the edges of the card were messed up. And of course, it was a Kyle Lewis rookie card, jumbo card.
Now, Gary brings out a good point. Gary, that's a good idea. Put in the description that you're not putting them in the auction and renting them all as a winner take all.
That's a good
That's
idea,
actually
Gary.
A really good idea.
That's a
Gary.
good idea, Gary.
That's a really good idea.
Now, in Stadium Club, that would be good also because you can get an autographed one too.
Well, I was gonna say, wait, in
Stadium Club, they're 5x7. I don't know. They're 4 by. I measured them.
wait, what is it that we're talking about here? Let's make sure we.
Okay.
understand.
The Stadium Club has a jumbo card on the top. One in every box. A jumbo card. I have one
Not
at
a
home.
ju- oh, not
A jumbo card, not a friggin' poster. Okay. And
Peace buffer down,
so
Gary Brown.
I measured it, and it's like 4.5 inches by 6 inches, roughly, or 4.5 by 5.5. I have a Stadium Club card from last year, Francisco Lindor. So I measured it. So it should be about the same size.
like
It should be about the same size. So
drunk.
just a burp. And but they don't fit in the 4x6 top loaders because they're 4.5 inches. So we have to get the 5x7. So that's a good idea. So if we do like a 6-box
Oh,
break,
well,
we
we
could
could-
put all 6 of those top loaders in one package and send it. So one person will probably get 2 packages. But
No, well, no. What I would do
yeah,
is-
you'd put 6 of those in a bubble mailer, and the rest could
The
go.
idea is, I would think on our website, any of this Guild League,
Or no, it
Stadium
would go in a
Club-
small box. Never mind.
Stadium Club. We could do it where any breaks on the on our website at least, we just
Random
make
them off.
another spot that would be for like for random.
Right.
A 31st spot that would be for all the posters.
All they're not
cards.
posters. They're jumbo
the
cards.
jumbo cards and
Right.
do that. That way
Right.
we don't. Have
But on eBay, we put in the post that we're going to random all the jumbo cards off to one person in the break. I think that would be fine, right? I mean,
Well,
let's
as
be
long as you
honest.
put it in your
I
thing.
think a lot of people don't really know what to do with the jumbo cards anyway. So, unless it's an autograph, then of course you want it. So that's
the
why
only-
you
that's the
randomize
only
it though.
downside. you'll put it purposely in the description that what you're
Oh, you-
doing.
Right,
then
and people will
someone
say, "I didn't see it.
I didn't see it.
That's
I
my
didn't-"
team. That's my team." You know.
That's what I will say. I know will happen.
Right. But if
Well,
it says it in the description,
well, you're safe if you put it in your
if they give
description.
us negative feedback, say it's in the description. You know.
I wonder what do you do when someone
Usually
gives you-
posters don't ship because they're an advertisement, but this is the first product that has a poster as a player. Oh, okay. So it's not usually a thing. Right, Gary? That's why I didn't know. That's probably why when I asked Dave, he thought it was just a jumbo card, because I said, when it says mini posters, they just mean like a jumbo card, because it's a mini poster as in a bigger. But that makes sense. No, yeah, mini poster usually would say a jumbo box
If
loader.
someone gave
A
you
jumbo
negative-
box
if
loader.
someone gives you negative feedback, like if this situation, if we did this with Stadium Club and we said all jumbo cards will be auctioned, not auctioned, sorry.
Yeah.
All jumbo cards will go to one person, winner take all type thing.
Yeah.
And you said that blatantly in your
Because
thing.
of shipping purposes or whatever.
You know, how would that work as far as
You tell them every time you open a box, these get randomed at end, winner take all.
so if you did that though, and you even had it in your description,
Right.
if someone gave you negative feedback because they weren't happy because they would have gotten an auto one, how does that work? Can you?
No,
can you-
put it in your description on eBay.
I am saying that, but I'm saying then,
You're
if
covered.
they give you negative feedback, can you go to eBay and
I'm
say,
pretty sure, yeah, because all you got to
Take
show
that
eBay is
down.
say it's right here in the description.
That's
I
what
don't
I'm
see
saying,
why
you can
not.
Go to eBay and say,
As long as it's in your
"Take
description.
that down. That's not right. We.
I tell you right now, 98% of the people aren't even going to see it because nobody reads the damn
That's
small
my
print at the
point. I
bottom.
know no
That's
one
why
reads
you got it. No, that's why you put it at the top in bigger letters so everyone sees it. Just like paying 1 hour before the break's getting moved to the top.
Gary, I'm just simply wondering.
Well, no, we have to worry because it's top.
No, I'm not worried. I want to just wonder.
Yeah.
It's again,
mean,
it's not about the thing. It's
You want to
about-
be a top-rated seller,
It's
so
more about the feedback. I don't care about having negative feedback.
you get
One
perks for
person-
being a top-rated seller. So
one person complains to you. I don't care. It's more about the principle of the person trying to spread shit about you when you
yeah,
do
that's
nothing
true.
wrong.
Yeah.
That's all. I don't care about the actual feedback. It's the fact that they're saying something bad about you when you're like, no, I did what I was supposed to.
True. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. We're gonna do that with Stadium Club. Or they could just not do jumbo cards and be done with them.
We get to keep any autos.
Well, jumbo cards are great because
Jumbo cards.
when you're collecting cards, that's fine. But when for breakers, it's kind of a pain. If somebody's just buying boxes of cards, it's
Yeah, I'm sure we'll probably do that.
Yeah, I hear you. That's a good idea, Gary. Because then all we have to do is have one box, one odd-sized box to fit all those and their cards.
At that point, I could use that.
No. I'm saying just get one odd-sized box that fits all the top loaders and their cards. That one person in one box. It would just have to be like a 9 by whatever. I'll stop talking about it. All right, guys, 10 spots left. 15 minutes. We're gonna wait 15 more minutes. Let's see if we can get this sold out, guys. Let's go hardcore. Let's see what we can do. I put a tweet out. I did tag some people. We are trying like fiends.
Now the Stadium Club comes in a wrapper. You have to ship those.
Oh, mine came in a wrapper too.
I remember we did 29. What do you mean now it comes in a wrapper?
No, mine came in a wrapper last year, Gary. It comes in like a pack. But I showed you the pack it comes in. But you still have to open the pack because you wouldn't know who to give it to, right? Or unless you...
We've done that already. We had it in 2019.
Yeah, I know. That's the one I showed you that I had at my house. That's in a wrapper.
We broke it ourselves in half.
I understand that. But what are you getting at?
Well, Gary's saying you have to ship those.
But what do you mean now we have to ship those?
So what he's saying is it's no
You-
longer like the mini posters, the big posters, I should say. No, mini posters were on the outside. They were just like a advertisement. He's saying
Right.
these count as cards that go.
Oh,
we
because
would
they're in a
have-
pack.
Yeah, so they're in a pack, so they are technically a card that goes with the team. So if Yankees had a.
I get what you're saying. All right.
That's
Yeah,
what
they
he's
were in a card last year. But we have to open it, obviously.
So what he's saying.
But
is,
we still can't randomize them?
No, he's saying you should send them with the correct team because that they are just another card. They're just bigger.
Oh.
Which I agree. I can go.
So
with
we
that
go
too.
back to the whole having to do it the same way with a 5x7
But I
and
don't think it will be as much of a pain. I figured out
the
how
same
to do
thing.
it better. I figured out how to do it better and stuff. Plus, Stadium Club.
so you don't want me to get those boxes for $6 at
I'm not
Staples?
saying don't get them. I'll have to see how much they cost. How much do they
It was
cost
$6 and something
per box?
for 25 of them.
That's not bad.
No.
Let's see. What is
Now that's if they actually have them.
Stadium Club 2020?
That's if they actually
How
have
big
them,
is
like
a
they
box
said.
of that?
I'll go look
Stadium
at it. It
Club
wasn't that.
box
It's like
box.
24, 8 cards, 24 packs,
8 times
16 packs.
16?
Okay, not too bad. Definitely less than Archives.
math is horrible. 8 times 16 is what?
You don't know how many boxes we're gonna do though, so
Well, no, but it's 128 per box.
yeah.
Just wanted to know roughly. Just get sleeves and put in cardboard.
I mean, you can, but we already bought all the top loaders and the sleeves for it. We already spent the money and we can't return them. We just wanted to. I just get irritated if somebody sends me a card because now I have cards I have no way to protect them. So that way, if I protect it for the person, it's something that other people don't do.
No, I like to go that extra step with that. I just saw.
Especially if it's an autograph.
We got contact.
You don't want to get an autographed card in between cardboard.
We had
and
a company contact us on Twitter about getting.
But I know what you're saying.
Getting one-touch stickers for your one-touches, where you can get your logo or whatever on a sticker that goes on one-touches.
Oh, so does it go on that?
Yeah,
on the
just
top?
like the tops ones, it's the little sticker that goes on top.
Oh, that's cool.
That you can get your custom logo or whatever.
Ha! Funny, Gary. You don't even know, dude. We didn't make any money on shipping.
It was expensive.
It was like $100 and something for shipping from that break. When you got to put cards in boxes and send people multiple boxes, it's not cheap. Not cheap at all. Especially if it's going priority mail.
It was like anything. It was like anything, Gary. Obviously, someone overpaid for shipping, but then there were teams that cost a lot more. So then
it all evens out.
You got to do your average of it. But I will say, like, we had one guy from Japan.
One guy from Japan. Yeah, but we didn't get $4.99 per team, Gary. The people that got multiple teams only paid $1 extra. So in some breaks, we only had like 14 buyers. So $5.99. If one guy buys 6 teams, we only get $10 or $11.99 for 6 teams. So it ends up being.
So we had a guy from.
There's never been a break where we got 30 teams
so
and
Matt
30
and I,
30 things.
So we haven't done this enough. Clearly, Matt hasn't. I thought he has. But
I've never had that issue.
So there's a box for international shipping.
I already talked to this about Gary Daniels, but you can tell him.
Everyone else would not know.
The global shipping
we
thing.
We didn't realize that just because you don't check that box off doesn't mean someone from Japan can't buy from you. And a guy from Japan bought, his package was over $20 just to send
Right. So that was another thing, Gary. We had to pay $20 to ship this guy's package to Japan.
He only ended up paying.
And he only bought one team.
He bought 2.
No, the Angels.
Twice.
Yeah, but he only bought one team, I'm saying, in the break.
He only ended up paying $12 in shipping. It was over $20. And Matt, I'm like, it's not that guy's. I mean, it is that guy's fault because
it says we don't do international shipping.
No, it didn't.
You said it wasn't.
It just says United States shipping. It should be key enough for you to understand. Free shipping tonight, well.
Yeah, it is free shipping in this break. We don't charge shipping in these.
We include shipping in the price.
We include shipping and everything in these breaks, yeah. We don't charge for shipping.
We charge very little in the breaks because we assume people buy into multiple breaks, so that way it's covered.
Right. We try. Yeah. Normally, when we break something, you're normally in something else. At least some people are, so it covers.
We don't upcharge for that much at all. With eBay, we don't have a choice because we don't know.
Yeah. Plus, with eBay, there's just there's no extra to work with eBay.
I had to find out that we actually had to check boxes off to keep people from other countries buying in, which I actually don't have a problem with.
Yeah. And like Gary said, they have global shipping program, but at the same time, it's just easier just not to deal with it, I think.
Worth the trouble almost,
I mean, I know it just goes to Kentucky and all that, but and once it gets to Kentucky, it's not our problem anymore. If something happens to it, eBay covers it. So yeah.
Oh, they're not once it goes.
Yeah, I had it happen with something. So the guy said he never got his thing, so I contacted eBay, and they took care of it. Now they tried to take the money out of my account the first time, and I said no. So they had to talk to customs or whoever's over there, and then I got my money back. And I was like, no, don't just go into my PayPal and take my money and say that their package is lost. That's not my problem once it leaves Kentucky. Yeah.
It was
no, see, it went to customs, and customs said it didn't meet some sort of parameter, so it got chucked back. Basically, it just means nobody gets it. So I'm like, no. I don't not get my package back, and you keep my money, and you take my money. So...
Wait, customs doesn't even send it back to you?
Nope, they keep it. They said it was deemed not passable or whatever. Yeah, I didn't want to know why. Respirators, dude. I'm sure they were like, oh, we need these, and they just kept them. Because those things were a hot commodity.
8 more minutes. We appreciate it, Scott. We definitely appreciate everyone, Gary.
We're trying, dude. We're trying. I mean, this is pretty good. I mean,
It's why
we've
we're-
done pretty good for a $20 break, but I mean,
that's why
we're
we're-
not a huge breaking company.
It's why we're growing the website. It's why
Right.
we're trying to grow the website.
That's why we're trying to do a lot more eBay breaks
We
too.
love everyone in our group, but it's
I mean, we
not
get some more
exact-
people like everybody we got in here, and we build it with some more eBays. I think that'll help. We like I said, we have 32 boxes of cards coming in next week, so that'll help.
I mean, Scott, weren't you from eBay?
Yeah.
So that's why we're doing eBay for many reasons, obviously, but it's a good way to hopefully get new people in.
We're trying everything.
I mean, most of the people here, Scott, Gary, Dustin.
We just met them all through other breaks. So
Victor. Victor was someone we met.
Victor
through
Victor
eBay.
was from eBay, yeah.
So hopefully a lot of these people were from a group we already had. You came from? Oh yeah, funny Gary. I'm like, you came from eBay, Gary? Gary has always gotten into our
I don't know
eBay.
if Gary originally came from eBay, but not
No,
no,
Gary-
not us.
Oh.
I'm saying I think he might have came from eBay from lunch
Oh,
though.
you came from eBay, Gary?
He might have, yeah.
I thought you meant with us, Gary. I'm like, no, Gary.
I remember when
before.
Gary, I remember your first picture that you used to have. It was that tiny picture of I think it was your head. It was a tiny picture, and I remember telling you, you look like the really tall guy from Adam Sandler that bends the golf club over his neck. Remember that guy from Happy Gilmore?
Oh, you mean the guy who?
The really big guy?
He leather jaw or metal jaw?
I don't know. He's dead
from
now. I think.
Bond?
I think he's dead.
He was like leather
But
jaw.
Gary's like, is that a compliment? I guess.
Iron jaw.
And I remember Gary, one of the first breaks I was in with Gary, I was cracking up, and Gary's like, I gotta go pee or something. I'll be back or something like that. And somebody was like, do you pee sitting down or something? And Gary goes, it doesn't fit. And I was laughing so hard that night. Gary was cracking
There
me
you
up.
go. Your ball struck my foot.
Yeah, that guy, dude.
He had a famous actor.
Oh man, that was so funny. And that little picture for some reason reminded me of that. But Gary was making me laugh so hard that night. When somebody tried to make fun of Gary or just joking around with him when they said that, and they go, "You sit down when you pee" or something, and I think it was Dustin, and he goes, "It doesn't fit." Like, I was laughing so
That
hard.
was Gary's response.
Yeah, I'll never forget that. I think that was the first time I really noticed Gary in the break, and I was cracking up. Ever since then, I started private messaging him. Gary sent me an email after that, and the rest is history.
Now they're getting married.
Don't go that route, dude. No, we just started talking. It was cool.
Was it the same guy as Jaws from James? That's what I'm saying. Jaws. He had like he was
Yeah,
known-
nobody puts baby in a corner.
No one puts me in a corner.
I know, but I was thinking that time. Remember when we were over there?
Oh yeah.
We were at Brett's Christmas party, and his boss. It's like he's like, how old is he? Almost 90 or
I
something.
just got back and I have never said that to downtown. Oh, you.
Yeah,
said you
maybe it
peed?
wasn't you, Dustin. I can't remember who it was.
It's the kratom.
But we were in the break, and somebody said to him, "Do you pee sitting down or
That
something
was a
like
really
that?"
Good Christmas party.
Yeah. So Brett had a Christmas party. Brett had a Christmas party, and you had, what did he have that thing with the crown? Crown of pork?
Pork crown or whatever.
A pork crown, and he had like filet mignon or something, some sort of pork roast or something. Really, filet, whatever it was.
Filet mignon pork.
Whatever. It was some sort of steak he had too. Tenderloin or something. And
Lots of good expensive.
all these expensive foods, all right? And he cooked it all in the kitchen here at the
Okay,
campground.
let's make sure this is understood. I didn't do this. My boss.
Yes,
did.
his boss did. His boss is like almost 90. So we invited like some of the employees and everything, and he said I could come. So I was like, I'll come for a good meal. They got a giant dance hall thing.
Yeah, you will.
So, that's funny, Dustin. So, the dance hall wasn't being used that night, obviously. So, Brett's sitting at one of the tables, and I went over and I said, "No one puts baby in a corner," I remember. But that was a good freaking meal,
do you know
dude.
do you know how many times I've had to like explain who Matt is because it makes it look like he's a weird boyfriend or something? For Pete's sake. Who's
Well,
this
even
guy?
Brett's dad's like, one day we were joking around, and Brett was eating something, and he smiled and he took a picture doing it, and then our eggnog. Brett was drinking the eggnog, and I said, "Get some on your lip or whatever," and then smile and send the picture to your dad. And he's my boss. And then I said, "Then I'll take a picture with me and my eggnog with it on my lip, and I'll send a picture to your dad."
He wouldn't respond.
I swear he thought we were like gay or something. Even at work, I was like, "Dude." I was like, "How come you didn't respond to Brett's thing?" And he's like, "Oh, I don't want to talk about it." It was just the oddest thing. So we just play with it, obviously, and just think it's funny, obviously.
you're making it
And Brett will send it. Well, no, it's funny because since it makes him feel uncomfortable,
Dad, is this gay? Is that
it makes
gay?
it feel. It's funny because
Jesus.
it makes your dad uncomfortable, which makes it funny. Since I have to see him at work every
Let's
day.
talk more about Gary. Gary, the myth, the man, the legend.
Hey, I just came for the food, dude. That's what was cool about it. I came for the food. And that was some damn good. And your boss kept saying, "Have some more! Have some more!"
I did try. That was one of the first. That's the first time I've ever had salmon, and I liked it.
Oh, that's right. He had salmon, and we put something on the salmon. What was it?
We didn't put anything on the salmon. It was just
No,
salmon
cream cheese.
It was salmon pate. It
Cream cheese.
was like a salmon.
Yep.
pate.
No, cream cheese. There was cream cheese with it. He's like, "Put some cream cheese on it." And I was like, "I'll try some cream cheese on it." That's what it
This
was.
sounds so bad.
No. Who
My
cares?
boss told me to put cream cheese on it, and I put cream cheese on it.
I never had it, dude, like that. I don't know.
My
It was like
boss
smoked
and Matt
salmon.
were so happy.
Hey, whatever, dude. He paid for it. I'll eat whatever if it's free food and expensive. I got free drinks and everything, so.
I just came for the food.
Remember that guy that showed up late? It was weird looking with the giant white beard. That lady's husband. And he was like, "Oh," and he kept telling weird stories. And I was like, "Who's this guy, dude?" I'm glad we're already done
He's a
eating.
storyteller.
He was like weird, though. He was acting like he was like 15, but he was like 70. It was.
Sushi has salmon and cream cheese. Yeah, I don't like sushi at all. Like,
Come on, guys. One more minute.
That was Matt.
And then he'll bring some leftovers. Brett, bring some leftovers. I was trying to fill up plates for you, remember? Brett, I'm making you a plate to bring home.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a big fan of a lot of leftovers because a lot of food.
No, it wasn't me, dude.
A lot of food isn't the weird.
He was telling stories about working on a fishing boat or something. I remember he was telling stories on working on the sea or something. Oh, yeah.
You jealous?
No, it was weird stories. I remember because it was this awkward. The guy showed up late, and I'm like, "Who's this guy?" And you're like, "Oh, that's her husband." And I'm like, "Oh, okay. I didn't think she had a husband."
I'm on the tame scale compared to other people.
Yeah, you know what? I want to hear something funny. Brett's dad says today at work, he goes, "Yep. So he goes, my son's one to talk. You know, he yells at Matt for talking on the phone or texting. I see him at McDonald's. I drive by and what's he doing? He's getting ready to pull out of McDonald's. His phone's right in front of his face, and he's doing something on his
Who do you
phone."
think I was
And he
contacting?
goes, I figured. And he goes, he's probably trying to talk to Matt. So he goes, "Who else?" And then
You're
and then he
sending me
goes,
50 billion messages about what cards we need to buy.
and then Brett he goes, "Oh, what are you getting?
McFaddy.
Are you getting a McFaddy?"
He
That's
text-
what his dad
my
said.
Dad texted me, "You getting a McFaddy?"
"What you getting, a
I
McFaddy?"
said, "No, I got a hamburger Happy Meal."
Yeah, a frickin' Happy Meal, dude. What is this guy, 8?
And my dad's like, "Oh, hon," I sent him a picture. I'm like, "Yep, look at it right here." I'm telling you, I overeat way too often, and I
Yeah.
found that
Yeah, he's going to the his doctor's gonna put him on a diet.
nothing to do with losing
On a
weight.
diet.
It's a diet based on my stomach issues for IBS.
You don't even know what you have yet.
He
You don't even
doesn't-
know if you have that.
He doesn't know, but it's.
Everybody has that. It seems like everybody has that.
No, there's.
I have it. Everyone has
Oh,
it.
you have my issues?
Yeah, everything.
Oh shit!
I don't know what your issues are.
I've talked about them a billion times.
Oh, you don't want to let everyone know?
I do. I don't mind. They can know all about my butt issues.
I'm just
I have
saying.
a very sensitive stomach, and I go to the bathroom. I have to go number 2, like.
No, he
3
just gets stressed out like if he's out
I may
somewhere.
have to go. I may have to go.
He doesn't like to travel far
I may
because
have to take a crap like 4 times a day or more.
Well, wasn't going to get that into it, but I was just going to say that you
Well, you
get
wanna-
nervous, so when you're driving, you don't want to go far because you're like,
Yeah.
where am I going to go to the bathroom? That's what I
And
meant.
my anxiety sets it off. Yeah, it could be Crohn's for all I know. It seriously really could. I have to go to a gynecologist. I have to go to a gastroenterologist and have them.
What's he going to stick a dildo up your butt with a camera on the end of it?
I really hope I don't have to do a.
Carl has to do one, I think, tomorrow,
I
colonoscopy.
I
So I
really
said
hope I
to
don't
I
have
said
to.
to James, I'm like, if Carl just wants a dildo in his ass, I can do it for cheaper than that.
So you're willing to put a dildo?
No,
in
we
your
were
ass?
just joking
Well,
around.
That does not make you sound good at all. Good
Whatever.
luck.
Actually, I said if he wants a dildo in his ass, I can give it. I can find him somewhere to go cheaper.
Okay, we've heard this joke already, and it's not cool. My bigger worry is that apparently a colonoscopy can be like $2,000-3,000.
Yeah, but people don't get those unless they're like in their 40s.
You're supposed to do it after a certain age.
Well,
And I'm like, I didn't.
As big as you are, dude, I hope you get the toilet scrubber and get up in there to clean
I
first.
heard these things can cost $2,000 to $3,000.
Yeah, I know. I looked them up, and you were like, bullshit. I know. I'm the one who told you. Because you didn't believe me without
I
insurance.
can't believe it's that much.
Well, why don't you get the toilet scrubber in the bathroom? Get up in there and clean it good before you go, dude.
Colonoscopy, what's the cost? I can't afford
The
that.
average cost, yeah, it's expensive.
Jesus.
Sorry, Brett. Hold on. Let me tell you what you tell me. Yeah, well, you know what, Brett? It's your health. So you can't. You gonna skimp on your health, Brett?
I don't have that type of money.
Yeah, you do.
I can't.
Your
go
buddy's
broke
holding
from
it. Your buddy's holding all that money
So
for
I'm
you.
gonna spend it all in one time.
No.
Matt, stop interrupting. Brett.
You said that you're gonna get a discount. You said you're gonna get like a 40% discount.
What?
If you don't have insurance, they give you like a 40%
Never
discount. My
said
mom
that.
said. Because
I-
she doesn't
I
have
said
when
in
she
the
didn't have
In
insurance.
the past, when I didn't have insurance, they gave me a really good
Yeah,
discount.
it's like 40%.
But I have to still apply for actually tomorrow.
I know,
I
but
gotta
you can get
apply.
like 40% off if you don't have insurance.
I
telling
better.
you.
I can't afford that.
You can. I'll ask her again what it was.
I
My
can't-
mom
I
has.
can't- don't wanna pay
My
it
mom
now.
has like the old people thing now or whatever, and she has a supplement because she's retired.
Better stop taking the kratom if you care about your health, Maddie.
Hey, my health's good to go, dude.
I'm
Although
not
my
gonna
feet
lie,
are pretty
guys,
white right now.
I'm not gonna lie. Holy shit, they look inflamed.
No, look at them. Doesn't it look weird?
It looks.
Look, that's the gout one. See
Yeah,
how weird it
It's
looks?
puffed up.
But why is it all purple?
I really worry one day I'm gonna like Matt's not
No,
gonna be
look.
around. I know it looks. It's your feet are both.
No,
swollen.
but doesn't that one look bad?
Your feet both look really swollen right now.
That
Definitely
one's
that
that
one.
one's really swollen. Holy crap, dude.
It's
It's
illegal
purple.
to not have insurance. No, it's not. No, Trump got rid of it. Remember? Trump got rid of you having to have insurance. I thought.
Yeah, no, you don't have to have it. You don't. There's no fine either.
I mean,
Even when there was a fine, I just lied and said I had insurance and didn't pay the fine. They don't even check. They
Matt-
don't check because they don't have enough people in the IRS to check when you do your taxes, and they're not going to do anything, and
Yeah.
they never did. I
Matt-
never paid the fine.
Matt's trying
I
to
don't
be-
agree with it. I think it's unconstitutional to make somebody pay a fine.
I am a sovereign citizen.
No, I think
do
it's
not
bull.
have to
I
follow
think
this
it's
rule.
bull.
Yeah, Matt's trying to be
Make
better
me
about
buy
red
insurance.
meat. He doesn't drink that much like he used to.
No, I never drink really. No, I know what you're saying, Scott. I got wicked
Oh,
bad
sure.
gout a few weeks ago. I've never had it last that long. It lasted the full 10 days. Plus, it was still sore for a few days after that, like the arthritis. It just, oh, it was. I ran out of gout pills. I think the ones I had were expired, so I had to go get a new. I had to get some of my dad's gout pills. Then I had to go get a prescription,
He was all upset.
and I had to call my doctor. And since I'm due for like a physical and all that, I wasn't sure if they'd give me a prescription, but they did. And then I just canceled my physical because I didn't want to go. And
I'm really worried one day I'm gonna like Matt's not gonna be to work for like 2 days or 3 days.
jeez, that looks weird.
He won't answer my calls.
My feet are like white
He-
and
he-
like
he's
it's
not-
wicked swollen.
He's not gonna show up for a break, and I'm gonna be like, "Where the heck is he?"
No, but that's
Or-
the one that I get gout in, and it's like super
And
purple.
I'm gonna go back to his place. I'm somehow gonna get up in there, and he'll be
Wow.
freaking dead on the couch with Yeti eating him. His cat. Yeti.
You guys should color the hair on your logo so it looks like two Hulksters.
I'm gonna find Matt being eaten by his cat, and it's a white.
Yeah,
cat.
dude, we could do like yellow. We could do like. Oh, we don't have any hair though. Oh, you mean put hair? No, right now, dude, it looks like we were the lullaby.
Can't even hear
I-
Brett 3 hours later.
I told
Still
Brett, Dustin, I told Brett, if nobody knew this was card breaks, it looks like stitches on our head, so it looks like we could be the lobotomy brothers.
Well, yeah, my thing. Maybe I have to put this up higher. It's not really.
Yeah, dude, we could do like yellow hair,
Oh.
or we could just put like the Hulkster bandana.
I have to talk louder. I feel like just for me to be heard.
It's this friggin' chair, dude, too. The way I'm leaning, it must.
you hear
I
me
must
better?
get. I must get
I don't
no.
know. Is that better?
I must get no. Whatever that to my feet. I must get no. What's that word?
If you have a beard, you have hair.
Brett, what's that thing?
What?
I must get no circulation. Circulation to my feet, or something.
I know how to use it. It's looking fine to me.
What's that?
He's saying he can't hear me as well. I mean, I did move my mic closer to my face now. It
Well,
could have been
dude,
that
it's because his
simple.
microphone was trapped in his beard or something.
I don't know. I feel like see now it's showing up better. It was out here a lot more, and now I move it
Sometimes
closer.
he just has to move the volumes. For some reason, he had all the settings where he wanted them.
no, this
and then
was me
something
literally not
reset.
this is me having the mic away from my face, I guess.
Oh,
That's
probably,
better,
yeah.
It looks like.
I think his microphone dropped down by his neck, and that's why you couldn't hear him, guys. Yeah, it probably does.
Gets trapped in the beard.
His beard grows fast, dude. Brett's beard does grow really fast. You gotta shave your head again, too. It's getting too long. Yeah, he's got his friggin' mouth, friggin' marbles in his mouth over here.
A dog cone on.
Well,
Okay,
guys, I don't know.
I was about to say it's
It's 8:07, guys.
3
We gave
hours
this
and
quite a
7
bit of
minutes.
time. We gave it a run for its money, guys.
No, we appreciate it, guys. 'Cause now with 10 spots, this thing will easily
3
sell.
hours, though. Wow.
Well, it happens.
I know. I'm just
I've seen
saying.
it
I
happen to
can't
others.
believe it's been that long. I'm just saying. Doesn't
Well,
feel
Matt-
like it's been 3
Matt had
hours.
fun talking.
I know. It doesn't feel like it's been 3
Matt
hours.
told me, he's like, if we don't
Maybe
sell
there,
enough
dude.
in 1 hour,
It's
we won't
8:08
do it.
here. I gotta get up for work in 7 hours from now, and I still gotta go home. I had to work I had to go out in the field today and do some stupid cleaning, so
It's Gary's
help
it's
out all
10
the
minutes.
managers.
Gary, where's Gary live again? Oh, he lives in Detroit. That area.
Yeah, it's not 10 o'clock though.
I thought it was.
They're behind us, not
Oh
ahead
yeah,
of us.
Gary trying to play games. I'm thinking like, wait a minute.
Well, I'm gonna sleep eventually. I'll probably fall. I always know that Saturday's coming. That Friday's my last day of the week, and I get out at noon on Fridays. Dustin, I get out at noon on Fridays, so I get up at 3. If I get up, which I should. There's been a few times where I overslept, but I get up and then I get out at noon and I go straight home, and I usually eat something and I fall asleep. I know I got the whole weekend, so I sleep
Nice
on and
try,
off all
Gary.
Friday, and then I'm up usually most of the night Friday night, off and on,
Very funny, Dustin.
and I just sleep all weird all weekend. It's
You have to do 101 combs each, or we have to start over.
no.
1,
I feed my.
2, and
I have a beard. I have a boar's hair brush for my beard, but I don't. I use it more in the morning because I have a white cat and his hair gets all in my beard. And since I shaved my head and I just have very short hair, it acts like Velcro, and I get the white hair, so I have to use my boar's hair comb in the morning.
Matt hasn't slept over in a long time.
Yeah, I haven't.
I have an extra bedroom.
There's been times where I fell asleep on the couch, and I'll even go home if it's midnight.
So I have an extra
or 1
bedroom.
in the
I have
morning.
an extra bedroom in this. It's like literally, it's like a bedroom.
The other end of the
downstairs.
house, yeah.
And I have just an old bed, ratty bed, one of my old beds from when I was in Mass. And the thing sucks. It really does.
Yeah,
But
and you wonder why I don't want to sleep on it.
no, it's better than a couch, Matt.
Yeah, definitely better than
So,
a couch.
so Matt, what Matt does is Matt falls like in the past when we would either break or we would just in general he would stay
Usually a
over.
break,
He
too.
falls asleep on the couch and it's like, hey, why don't you go sleep on the bed? And he'll the couch and you're like, okay, go on the couch, please.
Because I don't plan on
I mean,
staying.
the
That's
bed.
why. Because I plan on
You
leaving.
never plan on leaving and then you stay.
Then I wake up, you're in bed. I can hear your
Whatever.
fan from the living room. It sounds like a jet engine. And then I end up taking
well,
a
that's
piss
one
and
reason
leaving.
why I go in the bed so I can come out into my living room in the morning and chill and stuff.
No, but I'm just saying I could be in there getting murdered. You'd never hear anything.
Oh,
It's so
well.
freaking loud. It's like a jet engine. I'm surprised your cat can sleep with that noise.
Okay, guys. Well, we appreciate it, guys. You were able. We were at 23 spots, I believe. It could have been lower. So we sold a lot of spots. We sold over 20.
Yeah, it was
spots,
23,
guys.
I think.
We sold over 20 spots, guys. No, sorry.
No, we didn't.
Sorry, guys. We did not sell that many. We sold about.
We sold a good amount of
13
spots, though, guys.
which is
So
still great.
Saturday, they should have no
That's
problem
great.
breaking. And guys, check out our website. And if you want to get into some of those other cheaper breaks too, they're up there. We totally love to have a real good time Saturday. We're going to be on at 8 o'clock on Saturday, so it's going to be nice and late Saturday night. And look forward to next week too, guys, and next weekend, because we're going to have some real good eBay breaks coming up shortly as well. And it's going to be a 3-day weekend.
We really appreciate it.
So that's going to
guys.
be the 3-day weekend where Monday's Labor Day.
This
So
was actually a
Or-
nice change. I mean, I wish we could have broke, but guys, this was a nice change of pace to just talk to you guys. It really is. I love this. So just chilling, talking to you guys is really awesome time. Even though we would love to break something for you too. Don't get me wrong. But we'll catch you guys. We appreciate it. We'll catch you Saturday night.
yeah, thanks guys, and we'll see you guys on